man, we signed a defense pact with Indonesia. And it's like, how's Indonesia going to protect us, bro? What, they're going to have fucking...
Stop, shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, my God.
Well, how's Indonesia...
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Salut.
We are back, my boys.
Fuck, it's been ages. I almost forgot what you both look like.
God damn. Oh, man, I'm feeling good, looking good, fucking smelling good.
Fuck, it must be the marriage.
Damn, it's the ring, baby.
Damn. Let's go. Fuck, a lot's happened since we've last got together.
I don't even know where to begin. So, as always, guys, thank you for your patience. All right, but we are back. We can easily, how many more weeks do you got before it's holiday time?
Oh, ages. Like, I'll leave in like May.
No, I mean for end of year break.
I'm not really breaking up.
Oh, you're going to
So I'm going to work through.
Oh.
So, I mean, I don't mind because working through, don't get me wrong, if you don't have any holidays lined up, by all means, take the time off, right? But if you have a big holiday lined up for what you want to, when you work through the holidays, it's the biggest bludge ever, bro. Without incriminating myself, it's like everyone else is off. So when you are at work, you're kind of like the skeleton crew. Yeah. So you do what you got to do. You do the job, but you're not like overexerting yourself. You know what I mean? So you're chilling. But it's one of those things where I was talking to my mate Sean today from school. He was saying like, after like November, or during November, even though there's still 2 months till the end of the year, do you notice that everyone at work has that attitude where they're like, well, that was a good year. And it's wait, we've still got 2 more months left.
But everyone was pack her up, boys.
Yeah, everyone's in that good, that good high spirits, you know?
Well, no, the reason I asked was just because how many more weeks are we going to get as normal? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe
5, maybe 5. So I reckon we could break up around the 17th, 18th. That might be our last one, and then we'll pump 2 free fillers and then come back January.
I could possibly do 1 or 2 fillers if you need.
I think we just do them when we can, man. We can do fillers. Can you turn me up a little bit, SA, please?
Meet.
Hello.
Meet.
Hello. Do I sound normal? Yeah, that's there we go. All right. I think it's always good to have fillers anyway, because it's inevitable that we're going to break up at some point or something's going to happen. Right now we have 1 because it's the one you missed. Yeah. Which is just when you can record one, you too. Record more. And then I'll just do more and we just bank them up.
Well, look, you're going to still hear from us guys as normal, business as usual for at least 5 weeks. And then fillers again will roll out for the end of the year. So DZ, what about you then? Because you've changed jobs.
Yeah, well, I haven't started my new job yet, so
you've picked the deadly time to start because it's kind of like, are they going to give you time off? Or are you just going to how does that work?
Well, I'm going to casual, so I don't give a fuck. I'm the boss. I say fuck it. I'm not working. I'm getting paid, but I don't give a fuck, man.
DZ's always been that type of person where you're a man of leisure in terms of you are a simple man, as in it doesn't take much to make you happy. You need quality time outside work. Ultimately, if you're not rapping or doing the things you love, right? Yeah, it's good to earn $1 at work, but that's not where your heart lies.
But
do you know what I'm saying?
I can't take $1 to the grave, all right? So I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was saying that to Rose.
I admire that about you.
Our daughter has a dance recital thing coming up, and it's on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. And I'm like, 7 p.m.? Well, I have to fucking wake up at 4 in the morning. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll just take the next day off work anyway because I'll be casual. Fuck it. She's like, no, don't do that. You won't get paid. I'm like, I'm finding any excuse to take the fucking, right, casual. I don't give a fuck. I'll say, not working.
I love how, because it's at 7, you're like, oh, I can't go to work. And it's 7's not even that late.
I know. But look, it'll go for an hour at least, maybe an hour and a half. Then we'll have to get home. We'll have to drive home. By the time we do all that, it'll be like,
I know what you mean. I feel like if I'm not settled at home for at least an hour or 2, I can't just get home from somewhere and fall to sleep. You know what I mean?
No.
So you just quit your job recently. You were telling us before.
Yeah, well, I still haven't left. Friday's my last day.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's just, fucking greener pastures, I guess. We'll see. Bro. Anyway, it might be worse. Who knows? I don't care.
Greener pastures and more time at home.
Mm-hmm. But we've all been very busy. Yeah. So thank you for listening to fucking the fillers. Listen to your filler. You're funny cunt talking about the fucking the junkies in Adelaide. I was fucking...
Oh, bro. I
was cracking up.
Man, bro, what the actual fuck, right? All right, so as you all know, the reason for the miss, I got married, right? These two was there. It was a great day. It was fucking amazing.
It was awesome.
What a day. But then from the wedding, right, I go on a mini honeymoon, right? Shout out to my auntie. She surprised us with mystery flight. So if you listen to the filler, you know this, right? So I'm basically telling this story for Joey. Fucking, I go to Adelaide, right? And the crackheads are like, it's just, they're like almost royalty. It was like normal. But these guys are walking and shit. And like to each other, they talk normally. But then when you walk past, they then switch into crackhead. It was fucking bizarre as fuck, bro. Full of fucking LGBTQ, HDMI, PS5s everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Everywhere. Yeah. Bro, like even to the point where like bitches were walking with like rainbow flags and shit tied around like a superhero cape. And I'm like, just looking, I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this city? I'm like, this is fucking so strange. But the city was dead. Dead compared to Sydney, bro. So I think all it is there's crackheads here too everywhere. Right? But because it's so packed here, you don't really see him as often.
It's like where's Wally of crackheads.
Exactly. Yeah. But in Adelaide, because the city was so dead, it was like these fuckers were sticking out like a sore thumb. Like, you know what I mean? Like everywhere you'd look, the city would be empty, but then you just see a zombie dragging his ankle across the road. And I'm like, yeah, fuck, this is fucking strange as. But other than that, awesome.
I'd like to go to the zoo there. The zoo.
The zoo was best zoo I've ever been to.
Oh, a good zoo there.
Man, this only zoo in Oz that's got pandas.
Oh, really?
The giant fucking panda bear.
Oh, true.
And all this thing did all day was eat bamboo.
Yeah. Living the life, eh?
All day. But the thing that was tripping me out, right, is it looked like I even sent a Snapchat to the homies, right, of the panda. Someone responds and goes, dude, it looks like a dude in a costume. And I was like, fuck, you're right. And it started wigging me out. I'm watching this panda, right? It's just sitting there, this fucking beer gut hanging out and shit. It's chewing bamboo like a human going. Like that. And then it'd put the bamboo down and then like pick up a ball and like look at the ball and like turn the ball in its hands and shit. Like it's got opposable thumbs, bro. Like a monkey.
What the fuck?
Swear to God. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And then look at the ball and then it'd put it down and then pick up the bamboo. And I'm like, what the fuck?
They seem like smart animals, but aren't they really dumb? Like, aren't they like supposed to be real
tripping
dumb?
over themselves, falling out
Like,
of trees?
I feel like reproducing in pandas, they're just like stupid in that regard.
I think it's a facade, man.
Yeah?
I think they're really intelligent and they're acting like the drunk uncle at the cookout type shit.
Have you seen the videos of the pandas where the mum's holding the baby and then like you offer it its food and it'll trade you the baby?
No loyalty,
It was fucking, it was bizarre as fuck. And something that made me laugh too at the zoo, I said this in the filler as well, where it reminded me of you when you did the jerky penguin episode. Same thing, right? The first animal at this zoo, when you walk in, the entrance is here and you walk in and it's the penguins.
Yeah.
There's like no snow. And I'm like, I'm fucking scratching my head. I'm going, fuck, so this is what Joey was talking about. And like this thing, it was like set out like an Aussie beach. It had stairs and like a big pool and shit with chlorine and shit. And they're full swimming, having a mad time. And I'm going, I said to my wife, I'm like, is there not meant to be snow in there? Like, what's the go here? Like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on here. But they're having a mad time.
Yeah.
Like the penguins looked like dusty.
Yeah.
Like dusty, like had sand on their fur and shit. I'm like, this is so fucking strange. So let's debunk it right now. I forgot the laptop, but ChatGPT, is there an Australian penguin that doesn't need... Is there an Aussie species of penguin?
Yeah, there is. That's like what's that, Fraser Island and shit? Isn't that famous for the penguins and shit? There you go. We've watched them once with mum.
Oh, but so they're not Arctic penguins swimming down. They're actually Aussie.
No, they're like coastal penguins, like Australia, like rock penguins.
rock penguins.
You know?
Oh wow! So the little penguin is Australian, or fairy penguin.
Fairy penguin. That's right.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, the one I seen definitely did look like a fairy. It looked like a demon.
That would have been the penguins that you've seen there. So I would have seen that as well. The fairy,
the same one.
Oh, okay, then that makes fucking sense.
They just don't have, because we've grown up with Happy Feet and this and that. They don't have the same aura as the Arctic penguins. You know what I mean?
But what do you think of the CBD, like, otherwise?
Yeah, because I went to Adelaide years ago and it was dead. But I thought that was because it was back in the day. I thought it would have been pumping by now.
Man, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's set out really fucking cool. The way it's set out, it feels like you're in Europe because it's one of those like old school. You have a footpath, a wide as footpath. It's like a fucking 6 meter wide footpath, and then on each side is just shops.
Okay.
Shops, food, restaurants, right? So you're walking through the middle. So it's like hordes of people, or not hordes of people, but if it was packed, like in Europe or America, it'd be hordes of people and you're trying to get to the shop you want. So it's set out like that. There's fucking no one there though.
Yeah.
Bro, it was Saturday night and half the restaurants were closed. It took me and my wife like 45 minutes to find somewhere to eat. That's no bullshit.
Yeah, that's shit.
Whereabouts in Adelaide did you say? Glenelg or where?
Right in the city.
Oh,
Like
in
the
the city.
hotel was
Oh,
in the
true.
city. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was fucking dead, bro. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then when I did the set on Thursday night in Sydney, packed.
Yeah.
Thousands of people, restaurants open. There was lines to get into some restaurants and shit. So I was like, Damn.
So getting a little glimpse of the slower life, right? You know how some people like when you go on holidays and there's like a slower kind of version of life, you're like,
just cut
I could live here, blah, blah, blah. But it's like,
No, you can't.
Yeah, you think you can when
You
you go on
can't.
holiday somewhere, but
You can't.
when you were in Sydney and you were doing that set and it was packed, a bit of you like that hustle and bustle in terms of like just people.
yeah, nah, I love it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I
I know we bitch about it, but
Bro,
we're used to it.
I literally said this on the filler, right? I always complain about Sydney, about the hustle and bustle and everyone's in a rush and yada, yada, yada. But then everywhere I go, I'm like, this is so boring. Like a part of me, I think most of us Sydney-siders, a small part of us likes that chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little bit of chaos. It kind of like, you know what I mean? Even like one of our Uber drivers, right? Mind you, this fucking mad cunt, he was Indian, right? Of course, Uber driver. I get in the car, he's like, hey, fucking go, mate, fucking shake my hand, full flat stick ass Aussie accent, right? So obviously he's been here for a long
you get
time.
out and he's like, thank God.
He was like, oh, phew. No, this guy's a sick cunt, right? And he was telling me that he was originally from Sydney
Yeah.
and he convinced his family to move from here to Adelaide and then he turned his Sydney house into an investment property.
Yeah.
I said, be honest. I said, where do you prefer? And he just looked at me and goes, it's so fucking boring here. I was like, am I right? And he goes, yeah. He goes, nothing, like he goes, no places like Sydney. And he goes, but if you like the quiet life, then obviously you come to places like Adelaide. But he's like, but I am like bored. I was like, yeah.
And it's also the stage of life you're at, right? Like we sing this tune now, but maybe in the future, you know, you have a family, this and that. Maybe you want that quiet life.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm there yet me and Tori, when we go somewhere, we're always like, we could move here, but maybe later in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You need stuff to do.
Yeah.
It was like similarly, I went to Melbourne for the first time recently, never been. So after the wedding,
I think Melbourne's a bit more packed
Went
though.
straight to Melbourne for the Melbourne Cup, right, for my mates Bucks Pierce. Shout out to you, bro. I know you're listening. And man, I was so pleasantly surprised by the Melbourne CBD. Like it was
it's not bad.
popping off. It was
Yeah.
Tuesday
and
night.
it's very neat, right? Like blocks.
Gridded. It's so artsy, like the buildings and
Yeah.
that. People, I was prepared. People were telling me it was shit and quiet and small.
No.
And
No.
I was like, bro, this is almost better than Sydney, like in terms of shit to do. We're walking around, there's shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Restaurants everywhere. We
Yeah.
ended, me, Josh, and my mate Lachlan were walking, looking for shit to do, while the other boys were, everyone, like, you know, you kind of splinter off and you come back and
Yeah.
walking around looking for bars and shit to drink at. And we go, there was like this fucking thing popping off, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll go in here. And we walk up, and it's like full of fucking just black people everywhere. And we're looking, and I see the sign that says South African barbecue.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They were pumping, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They were
Fuck yeah.
like, but that's like it was in the middle of the CBD. It was, I had like
Yeah.
a full barbecue setup. It was like kind of open air.
That's mad.
And
Yeah.
like people, it was just fucking shit everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking awesome.
Melbourne, because I've been to Melbourne with the crew as well. That definitely pops. So Sydney and Melbourne are kind of similar, but I feel like Melbourne's definitely more like hipster.
Yes.
It's way
Yeah.
more like
Artsy.
artsy and
Yeah.
like trying to fucking.
And the weather's bipolar as fuck. I don't know about you,
Yeah.
but when I went, it was sunny, and then you walk behind a skyscraper,
And it's freezing,
and it's just
yeah.
freezing or windy and shit, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather wasn't the best, and it's crazy too because it's like a 50-minute flight, right? Not even. So we're in Melbourne. It was pretty much like rainy and windy the whole trip, right? Soon as we get on the plane, fly to Sydney, 50 minutes, we land. It's blistering hot, sunny ass. It's fucking crazy. Like,
Bro, it's a trip out, eh? Like life's a trip, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I've been eats, man, just kind of really soaking up, you know, the post marriage stuff. How about you, Joey? What's been happening with you?
No, not much. I've been just obviously I've had my mate Christian's wedding, and then 2 weeks later your wedding, and then now the next wedding I got isn't until September next year. Actually, my mate's just got engaged literally a month ago, and he's got a wedding February, and I was like, that was very quick. But he's
Holy shit.
but he's doing it a bit on the cheap. He's doing it somewhere in Sydney. and he's hiring out like a place in Sydney. Yeah, it might cost him $15,000 for the venue, but that's cheap if you're talking wedding, right?
Yeah.
So I think him and his missus want to get a house, and they just want to get it out of the way, and just so that's happening in Feb. So my next wedding is Feb, and then September. So although I love friend weddings,
Jeez, you're a pro fucking wedding
bro,
guest.
I should actually start a YouTube channel and like, if you got a grey suit, you can got but like friend weddings are my favorite. But then it's like when you go to so many, you're like in close consecutive order after it, and I can only imagine it's even more so when you are the groom or the bride. But it is exhausting. After it, you get home after the wedding and you're like, oh God, you know what I mean? Like, but they're so much better than family weddings. I'll always stand on that. I'm having so much fun. Yeah, so friend weddings top any other family weddings I've been to, but it's it's one of those things where now I know as well that like after this year, you know, it's going to be my turn eventually, and it's crazy to be like to have gone to that many weddings, and you're always like, wow, like one day, like when I seen Chloe walk down the aisle, and you're just like, you know, that feeling, man. Like, what's it like, that feeling? Because I'm like,
what a day.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
what a morning.
I can't wait for that feeling.
We had a cracker morning that morning, man. Like it was just
the driving range.
I just can't. I don't know. It's a weird feeling because like
it goes like that, right? Like
it goes like that, right? Which is we all know it's coming, but you try so hard, like the night before and the morning of, to not make it go like that.
Yeah.
It's just it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's literally inevitable that it's going to happen. Like, but at the end of the day, like you marry your best friend. Does that make sense? So I'm marrying my best friend. So like, basically, I don't know. I think me and Chloe got very lucky where our day basically it was basically perfect.
Yeah.
Like if I had to rate it a 10 out of 10, it was basically a 10. The only complaint I had from other people was apparently some of the bar staff were a bit rude, which I didn't get told till the next day, right? But I'm glad I didn't get told till the next day, because if I got told that on the night, I would have gone straight to him and said, oi, I don't fucking pay fucking over $60,000 for you to fucking treat my guests like shit. Like if you don't want to be here, fuck off. Like, you know, like I would have been so fucking angry. Like
also though, it's like, it's weird when someone comes to you with a complaint like that, because it's like, just don't even bother the groom or the bride with complaints like that. I wouldn't even, if I had a bad experience with a waiter, unless they're literally like spitting on me, like I'm just like, let it slide. You know what I mean?
No, but it wasn't like someone come up to me and said, oh my God, the wedding was so bad because of this. No, it was just, I heard through the grapevine because people would be talking the next day.
Yeah.
And someone would be like, like randomly I asked for a drink and like she was like so rude to me. And then someone else would then go, when I tried to check in at the receptionist was like being so weird to me. And then I was like, hold on a second. I was like, so can we all kind of get together and did anyone have a bad situation with a worker? And then it ended up being like 2 or 3 people. I think my father-in-law had my mother-in-law had a pretty weird experience with one of the workers, something to do with the flowers and that. Like they were just, being grumpy workers. Like to them, they don't give a fuck it's your wedding. They're at work. They don't give 2 fucks about your wedding. That's probably like their fucking 12th wedding of the month. Like, but
as well, like love your job enough that you can kind of be civil. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
like it's someone's wedding.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's why I'm glad someone didn't say on the night and come up and go, oh my God, like they were so rude, because I would have fucking gone off. I would have dead set been like, I don't give 2 fucks. Like if you don't want to be here, if you're fucking sick, you've got a headache, fuck off home. And like I'll literally serve drinks myself. I don't want that shit.
I didn't notice that, but we were also pretty drunk at like fucking by like 10 a.m. we were already fucking get pretty tipsy, so maybe I just didn't notice. But I didn't get.
But I mean, other than that, man, I haven't been doing much, man. Just like trying to keep consistent with the gym. Like I did overtime yesterday, right? And I had to stay back till 5 p.m. because I had to do testing on one of these jobs. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck these motherfuckers. I'm like, I'm gonna go. And Patty, I know Patty's listening, but whatever. At about 3:30 or whatever, I had an hour and 15 minutes before jobs. So I paid a casual visit to Snap Fitness in Mascot, right next to my jobs. I got in a gym session because I was like, I want to try and keep doing at least 3 to 4 days a week. I'm no longer on the 6-day-a-week train and I'm like, oh, this and that. I'm trying to be realistic with myself, because what my thing is, I'd be unrealistic with how much I can get to the gym. And then when I don't meet that, I shit on myself. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? 3 days a week consistently is better than one day here, none here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being a bit realistic with myself. You know what I mean? But but then now next week, me and Tori are gone for the whole week, so I won't be here next week.
Whole week.
We're going to Port Lincoln. Remember how we did shark cage diving last time? But we didn't see any.
So you're doing that
because they gave it to us half price because we didn't see any. And I said to Tori, I go, last time we looked at the timetable, the shark timetable, as if they're like employees. Well, because it actually has it has what months like they're cited heaps. Yeah. But I said, Tori said to me, she goes, this time we won't look because if we look and we're disappointed with what we see, we're going to go in with a negative outlook, like we're not going to see shit. Yep. But if we go in with no expectations, you know. But what we did was we threw in sea lion swimming as well with it, because if we don't see any sharks, at least we get to swim with the sea lions. You know what I mean? Yep. So we're going there from Monday to Friday. Nice. It's Tori's birthday.
Awesome.
Tori's birthday on Monday, so I booked a nice restaurant by the water and
drive
stuff.
Or fly?
So we're flying there. We go to Adelaide and then swap over to a little jet. It's like a little jet with little propellers from Adelaide to Port Lincoln. And then we're hiring a car for the week. So before we went to Port Lincoln, we were just on foot. So we were very limited in what we could do.
Yeah,
but now we can go beach hopping and shit.
So where's Port Lincoln in South Australia?
Yeah.
Wow.
South Australia. So that's where like the breeding ground of great whites are. But last time we were a bit unlucky last time. But this time I'm hoping to see something.
Now you'll see something this time.
I can't wait, because last time I was in the cage and I remember it was a sunny day, blue water. And I remember just seeing the rays of light like under the water,
but then like nothing.
And nothing there. But I could imagine a silhouette. I could imagine a silhouette doing this.
Scary, bro.
Just, you know how they swim and you see the fins on the side and the top? Yeah. I can't wait to just see that cunt just come up to me. Like, I'm obsessed with sharks, man. It's weird.
I'd be careful, bro. I'm pretty sure the sea lion encounters just all the crackheads swimming around in the pool and shit. Like, you know what I'm telling you, man? Just be careful, bro. Fucking, No, that's mad, bro. I'm actually terrified of the ocean and sharks. So on my bucket list is shark diving, but I'm really, really scared.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather jump out of a plane than that. That's how
I've done that.
Yeah. That's a mad holiday, man. That sounds mad. That'll be good fun.
Ah, cool, man. So we're all doing good. That's great, right? That's fucking great. How are you guys? How are you guys doing, the listener?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're doing tremendously now. They're listening to all three of our voices.
We're back, man. I was thinking too, right? Next year, do we bring back Flow Focus or not?
I don't think people want to hear that. To be honest with you, I don't think the listener wants to listen.
Yeah, I don't know. DZ might be right. I feel like our love for music, it doesn't always translate to the like when I say normie, we are normies. Who are we kidding, right? Yes, you guys are not full normies because you guys are involved in music.
It is a music podcast.
This guy can rap their fucking ass off. It is a music podcast.
Technically.
But I feel like we've strayed away from the music side. But I don't know.
I think we should leave that shit for a special.
Yeah.
We should do the specials where we do. I think how we have it now, because we talk so much and we have so much to talk about, just introduction, fan questions, news corner.
Yeah.
That's how I think, because that's about the time limit, man. That's an hour and a half, hour 40. And then the specials every 10 episodes, which we skipped this week because we've been so busy. But we'll do it 190. But we can just, every 10 episodes, we'll change it up, man.
Yeah.
That's where we can do the games, we can do the we can even bring Reddit corner back, we can do Man of the Week, we can throw in the music.
Midget throwing.
You know, and we do the fun shit.
Shark diving.
Because it's a podcast, right? Like, I realize when you listen to podcasts in your week, how many podcasts are doing this kind of, you know, it's supposed to be an easy listen. You know, you put it on, you listen. I don't think people, like, if you're listening to a podcast, would you want to hear them fucking listen to songs and shit?
Yeah, the songs are good.
But we're musicians, right? So it might be a bit different for us. But I feel like most of our listeners these days
aren't musicians. Yeah.
And when we were doing it, I feel like didn't we get a lot of people saying, "Oh, yeah, I just skip the Flow Focus anyway." Like, I don't know. It's up to you guys. But I think it's better for a special thing where we can collate submissions and stuff, and then we can kind of prepare in advance and then do it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's up to you guys, but that's just my opinion.
We could do that.
Let us know, though, man.
Yeah, let us know.
Speaking of which, you can let us know, like these people did, because we got questions. We got fucking, you know, you can send us shit. Let us know what you want to see.
Yeah, we got many.
I did just a few hours ago.
Most of them are like, "Where's the podcast this week?"
So people been missing us, man, because the answers came in quick. I just said, ask us a question. Not even anonymously, just on Instagram. Old school. Ali Sue, our mother, says, What's one life experience that shaped who you are today? God, I hate these fucking questions. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's hard to pin it down to one rather than a bunch.
Yeah.
And even when those bunches like happen, it's like I can't remember.
My girlfriend changed my life a lot, honestly. If you think about it.
Oh, you fucking kiss ass.
It's true though. Like
I'm joking.
I'm
but that's a lot of. That's a lot of. Yeah, that's. I
about
can relate.
I've been with her since I was 14. Like a lot of the way I view the world and shit would, I feel like, be a lot different if we had never met.
Of course. Yeah.
I think for me, when I accidentally ate too much of that weed cookie in Amsterdam, that fucked me, man. I haven't touched weed since that shit because that full rattled me. I was like so stoned. I was like so high. I was sitting there going, like, you know, when you're just so high, and I was like, what am I doing with my life right now? Like, I was like having an exponential crisis. I was having a midlife crisis at age 25.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck. Like, so I reckon that moment really shaped me today, I reckon.
How did you word the question? Because I want to make sure my answer isn't.
Well, she said, what's one life experience that shaped who you are today?
Shaped who you are, it's like... Yeah, see, it's funny because mine was going to involve drugs as well. So it's funny that's literally us, right? Yeah. You got two that involve drugs, and one's just like, oh, my girlfriend. It's like, of course, I side with you on that. I'm like, that's not even like a question. It's like, of course, Tori has definitely rubbed off on me a lot.
The DMT,
but the DMT thing was the most profound experience, and it really did. I'm not even saying like it makes it sound so like, oh, it was just DMT, but like unless you've tried it, like the message was so clear. Yet nothing was said. It was the weirdest. And you explain it to people and it's like, oh yeah, whatever. But
it's like explaining a dream.
Or it's like when someone with kids goes, oh, it's the best thing you ever do. And it's like someone without kids goes, oh yeah, sure. But then you're like, you can't really relate. You can understand why that is, but you don't really, do you? Until you do it. Yeah. So it's kind of like the same. Not trying to correlate DMT with kids, but I'm just saying, you know, that DMT trip is crazy. Essentially, in a sense, it was honestly the most self-absorbed trip. It was like you are your own happiness. Like as in like stop kind of second guessing yourself. And I was just like,
you are the best. You are the best.
It's like you are the best around.
Is this your face floating in your
just beating off to my own face.
Well, on a similar note, Mum also says, do you believe everything happens for a reason, or do we create our own meaning?
We've had this question before.
Yeah, we've touched on these sort of things.
A bit of both, I think.
A bit of both, man. I think you can make choices that'll lead your life a certain way, but every choice you make was a choice you were supposed to make. Even if it feels like the wrong choice, it's the choice that God wanted you to make.
And it's weird because even the wrong choices, after the fact, you think, could I have even avoided that even if I tried? Do you know what I mean? Because that subconscious thing that pushes you to push the button or do whatever that thing is, it sometimes feel like something's forcing you.
Yeah.
And even though you know it's not the right thing to do, you're like, but what if? Do you know what I mean? It's weird, 100%. Man.
Everything you do, you've already made that choice subconsciously. Yeah. Right? That's why you do it. That's why you make the choice. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro.
If it's meant to be, it will be.
Yeah.
Chloe says, how was the wedding? With a wink and a wink and a
Did you have a good time from a consumer standpoint?
Yeah, I remember get this, guys. We were so loud on the D floor. They have in the place in the venue, they have this thing attached on the wall, right? And it's a noise monitor. Yeah. So because it's a pub, it's a venue, it's a licensed venue, they have noise restrictions. When the noise decibel gets a certain level, it cuts off the music. We were so like someone filmed us, and the music was on, and we were screaming the lyrics. And next minute, all you hear is cuts out, and everyone's like, oh. And then at one point, we kept singing it. We were doing an a cappella to this song. Oh my God.
Bro,
the vibes were high. Do you not remember that?
No.
That's so
funny.
You
were stumbling around, man.
I was drunk.
This guy at one point was fucking stumbling around and shit.
It's my brother's wedding, bro.
But he stumbles around and he doesn't stay out too late. He's very responsible. Like, you might say DZ stumbled around, but the next minute he's like, yeah, I'm going to go, and it's 12. And then I'm like, I wish I could be that mature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, there's no better feeling than these parties we do when it's our parties and the reggaeton, man.
Yeah.
How, like, if you just... It's the most fun, bro. Spanish music, dancing to Spanish music.
That Spanish set, Spanish set.
He was loving the
Spanish. Our friend Mobsy, Jake Mobs, shout out Jake Mobs. He comes in, he's bold. He comes in with a suit, literally Pitbull, like from Wish, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, surely Pitbull's going to drop. We didn't drop it, but you know, I don't really like Pitbull getting dropped at a wedding, but because he was there, I was like, surely, you know what I mean?
I like how you say you don't like people getting dropped at a wedding. Like you've been to enough weddings with Pitbull being dropped to like you have like a fucking a threshold.
Or like when the Macarena, people doing the Macarena or the nut bush at a wedding, and I'm like,
God.
We did Uka Shaka. That's like almost the.
But that's your version though.
Yeah,
Immediately more cool.
Spanish,
I'll do the Uka Shaka until I fucking die. But the Macarena, come on. Or the nut bush.
This one from Zexa says, what is being married like compared to just having a girlfriend? You haven't been married for long.
Honestly, I've basically been married to my wife for a long time. We've been together for a decade. Same length. I basically started... Did I start making music when I met her? It's around the same timeline, basically. So, after, you know, the 7-8 year mark, my friend, you basically act married. You know what I'm saying? So, but
it's the same principles.
Same principles, man. It does feel cool, and I guess, like I said,
the ring's cool.
How's the ring? Do you sometimes look down at your hand and you're like, yeah, nice.
No, it's
because you never wear rings either.
I'm not used to it. It's
cool.
a bit uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes
I'll be like that as well.
Sometimes I can feel it's there, and I'm like, oh, and like you get that like It's like, you know when you get like an itch on your foot, but you're wearing a shoe, and you're trying to scratch it,
or an itch on your asshole,
you know, or
you
like
can't really get it.
Yes, but it kind of feels like that. But then when I'm just doing normal stuff, you forget it's there.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
You know what I'm saying? But
and sometimes in the heat, your finger swells.
Yes.
So do you get that thing where you think it's going to get stuck on?
Can't try to get it off.
Oh, it's true. You really have to try, don't you,
bro? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for a second,
at least you're not going to lose it.
I thought for a second I had to get it downsized, but then my wife was like, "Dude, relax. When it's winter and shit, your it's gonna be be back to normal." I was like, okay. So
you can wake up your fingers purple.
Yeah, my fingers are like all fucked up and shit. Like
what up? Okay. Something that I feel like a caveman would say. Zexa also says, "Is the Earth going around the moon, or the moon going around the Earth?"
Yeah, well,
the moon's going around the Earth, and the Earth's going around the sun.
Yeah, it's like a freeway spherical transition. That's why we get night and day and shit like that.
Yeah,
like they're doing their own work. They're not, one's not doing all the work and the other's just still.
I feel like that's the things like they pondered in like the year fucking 1100. You know, they're looking up at the sky.
They're all going blind because they're looking at the sun and shit.
What is this? And last question from our good friend Patty says buffalo.
Oh.
Lucky I'm not holding a drink.
Yeah.
You fucking dirty cunt.
Didn't work this time.
Patty, didn't work this time. Bro, that would have been pretty clever if someone was holding a drink. Well done. Well done.
That's it for the questions, man. Thank you for sending them in. It feels good to be back, doesn't it, boys?
Yeah,
Salud. Give me something.
Go.
Motherfucker.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That takes us to news penis, right?
And boy, do we have some news.
I don't even know where to begin.
Hey, let me grab my phone real quick.
It's been many weeks.
The news you can trust. The news you can trust. Only believe what we say.
I actually saw just this morning, just before I came here, breaking news. This was breaking news on the TV. Breaking news had our Prime Minister Albanese. But breaking news, they had Albanese talking. Indonesia, man, we signed a defense pact with Indonesia. And it's like, how's Indonesia going to protect us, bro? What, they're going to have fucking...
Stop, shut up. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, my God.
Well, how's Indonesia going to protect us, bro? They're going to have blow darts?
No,
you are who you surround yourself with,
It's
bro.
like the Ewoks, fucking...
Yeah. we aren't doing shit, bro.
It's like the fucking...
This guy's digging his own hole, man.
Yeah.
Again, you know what happened last time, man, right? We upset PNG.
I'm joking, all right? But if you don't know... That is true, all right? Apparently, we signed a defense pact with Indonesia too now, apparently. But
Look, I respect it, right? I mean, we're all little fish and we may as well just get together. If we do get fucked in the ass by someone, there's more of us, but...
We could all get fucked together.
Yeah, we could all just get fucked in the ass together. Yeah, fair enough. What's the Indonesian army?
I don't know. I just wanted to make that joke, to be honest with you.
let me get the numbers of the Indonesian army.
Let me do a quick... the how the fuck?
Indonesia.
I'm guessing, what do you guess? I guess around like fucking 30,000.
They got a lot of population.
Do they?
That's probably a big army.
I reckon...
30,000?
No. There's 400,000 active and 400,000.
But are they like?
reserve.
Is it like the Peruvian? Not the Peruvian. What's that? Remember that army that they were getting ready for, and they were like just normies, like fat chicks.
Venezuela.
Venezuela,
and they're 400,000 Venezuelan, like kind of like
or
overweight,
like proper military.
Yeah, you know
It's
what I
like
mean.
the Ewoks. No, but
See, that's the number that's the number I can fuck with, not like PNG's 3,000 or whatever. I can completely just nothing. Like, fuck.
I'm pretty sure Indonesia's like in the top 10 most populated countries on Earth. Pretty sure, yeah, they got a shitload of people.
Yeah, nice.
But is Indonesia like a string of islands?
Yes,
and it counts.
Yeah,
as
that's where Bali
Indonesia?
is. Yeah,
Ah,
Bali's part of Indonesia.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, it's not always about quantity; it's quality of the army as well. Hopefully, the 400,000 means that there are some there is
No,
some
they're
quality.
bad motherfuckers.
Are they?
They're bad motherfuckers,
Okay.
bro. In Indonesia, those island fucking they're bad motherfuckers.
Ah,
So
cool.
I'd be scared to make jokes about Indonesia.
We love how Indonesian folk over here. We love it all walks of life.
We
here.
love everyone. We
It's
don't
all
care
For, yeah,
where
all
you're
for
from.
all for a laugh, you know.
you got blow darts or something. Like fucking. What I was trying to think of something stereotypical. That what do the Indonesians do? Fucking slingshots.
Yeah, slingshots, like fucking the Lost Boys and Peter Pan, just like fucking. Recently in the UK, a convicted sex offender who was also in the process of being deported was accidentally released from prison because of a paperwork mix-up.
Oh gosh.
The wild part, when they told him he was free to go, he didn't even believe it. He literally hung around outside the prison waiting, like, are you sure? Like, do you know who I am? You know what I mean? No one stopped him at all, so he eventually just walked off. The authorities didn't realize this mistake for almost a week, which meant he had a massive head start before the police launched a manhunt. He was later caught, but the whole thing turned into a national embarrassment, raising big questions about how the prison system and immigration system communicate.
This is in England, right?
This is in England.
I just can't say idiot.
It's funny that can happen. Man.
Well, this guy literally was like, for one, sex offender, and then again, they got an immigration problem, whatever. So it's like strike number 2, right? This guy was literally waiting. There's video footage of him just standing around with a bag. You know, they give him a plastic bag with their and he's standing there. He goes to a library, eventually goes to a library, and he's just doing like, it's like he's not knowing what to do with himself. He's like, I'm not meant to be out. And then it wasn't even like one of those movies how they get a head start and he's actually running, like making a run for it. He didn't even like really run. He was just kind of like walking around.
Oh my God.
And they're just like, oh, excuse me, we need you back here. Like, imagine a paperwork mix up for something like that.
So this guy gets out for a week
Yeah.
and spends his time in that week at the library.
Not the whole
Instead
week.
of going to a fucking strip club or
Yeah.
brothel, this motherfucker's at bars, fucking getting credit cards, running an MT and shit, right?
He's like fucking
Yeah, he
picking up an
could've-
encyclopedia or something.
Man, he could have fucking made the most of his time.
Yeah.
But he went to the library.
Well, this is not even just one. Apparently, there's been multiple recent reports that several prisoners, including sex offenders, have been released by mistake.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, these are just normal people doing these jobs if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's just someone having a bad day at the office, they got
Yeah.
a headache, they're
Oh
filing
my
a
gosh!
paper.
See, this is what makes this so much. This is what makes this fucked. Convicted sex offender Hadush Kebatu,
That's it.
an asylum seeker from Ethiopia, had been jailed for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Jesus
That's the one.
Christ.
And
Yeah. So it's not just I can look past maybe the immigration's bad. I get it, right? Especially if they do shit like that. But it's the crime. It's a crime associated with those immigrants.
Is he illegal? Is he an illegal?
Yeah, he's an illegal. Yeah,
illegal.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
gosh.
he didn't leave.
Why don't they just deport these fucking guys?
Well, I think now they are.
Yeah, well,
But I mean, it took like imagine just being like, oh yeah, paperwork mix up. It's like you're not dealing with like a late book that's returned. You're dealing with like
oh my gosh.
imagine they fuck up and they send him to Estonia instead of Ethiopia. Send him to the wrong country.
Well, yeah, well, isn't because fucking Keir Starmer's like against like sending
He's a
immigrants
lefty.
home and shit? Like
He's a
he's
lefty. Yeah. They have this dumb policy, which is it's like one in, one out policy. They call it, where they send an illegal back to France, but then they let the same amount back in legally.
the
So
UK.
they send 10 illegals to France and bring in 10 legals. It's fucking
gosh.
stupid.
Jesus.
It's just dumb.
and is the root cause behind that is like in America they do it for votes as well? Is that one of their agendas? I wonder.
I don't know.
It has
Like,
to be.
Has to be, right?
It has
Or
to be.
because it's like at the end of the day, it's like they go like, oh, but they need jobs, this and that. They push the economy, but it's like usually any politician, there's an agenda behind that.
Of course.
And it usually is self-fulfilling. Do you know what I mean? So you just wonder is that the same problem they're having in America kind of thing?
This wouldn't be happening with Boris Johnson.
Yeah. Well, that guy barely got out of bed. But
did you see he said he used ChatGPT, he admitted he used ChatGPT to write his book?
Oh my God. Such a Boris thing to do.
This cunt, bro. Yeah, get him back in office, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, he's a funny cunt. You see the video of him saying it too? He's like,
ChatGPT.
yeah. And he goes, AI.
Oh my God.
He's taking the piss.
ChatGPT.
He's
I love ChatGPT. Shut up, idiot, man. This cunt's a bot, bro. This cunt's a Sims bot himself.
Oh, fucking
Jesus.
hell. And that guy was the fucking leader of a huge fucking nation. That cunt.
I don't know how you can take him seriously. Like with bed hair every time he speaks, you're just like,
What happened to the UK? The might of the British Empire. Winston Churchill smoking fucking cigars, fucking leading the assault against the Nazi Europe. Look at these pink-haired fucking gay cunts now. Like, what the fuck happened there?
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
In a span of less than 100 years, they went from the mightiest empire.
I feel like all the big ones are crashing in their own way. You got America that's kind of imploding in different ways, right? But then UK is
America though hangs on by the bee's dick though.
There's
Like
so many of them, right?
they just hang on, but like the UK just like what happened there, bro? It makes no sense to me,
what
man.
goes up must come down, man. That's the reality of the laws of the universe, man. So it doesn't last forever. The bigger they are, the bigger the rain. That rain's gonna fucking drop like a roller coaster, man. That's what happened in America now. I reckon. I reckon America's fucking on the verge of blowing up, collapsing, civil war. Something. Now this Mamdani guy just became the mayor of New York, a socialist, a democratic socialist. He calls himself. And his speech, did you see his speech?
No, I didn't.
He's like, it's like inciting civil war spec shit. He's like,
he Donald Trump, turn the volume up.
It's like they'd want to fight, man. Like,
no, he won't last long. Trump already tweeted saying that they're trying to arrest him and shit. Like he won't last long.
But you can't just arrest him either.
Yeah,
like he won fair and square. He won the election, man.
Bro, trust. They'll get him out.
I'll tell you what it is.
You can't have cunts like that in leadership powers. Like it doesn't.
It's hard because they come at the left or right. They come at each other so hard that it's like instead of just being like in the middle, like we say this all the time. It's just left versus right, but then no in the middle. Like we say it all the time. I know we always say it, but like it's just like it's WWE styles.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like promo. Like cut your promo.
It's destroying society. And even here, the opposition leader Susan Ley, here the new one, Albanese came back from overseas. Right, he got off the plane. He's wearing a band shirt, and the band's called Joy Division. And she went on a rant saying, how can he wear this shirt? He knows that this used to be a Nazi a division in the Nazi army where they had Jewish women pleasuring the Nazis and shit. He knows this. He can't plead ignorance. It's like, shut the fuck up. He's wearing a band shirt. And like, she knows that's not true. She knows he doesn't think that.
That fact is true, but that's not what he was wearing. He was wearing, it's the name of a band. Yeah,
everyone knows that, but she's playing, she knows that. But she's pretending like he can't. How can you do that? And that's what fucks up society. And that's how these lefties and crazy people end up the way they are, because everyone's pretending to care about shit they don't really care about. And it snowballs into this big, stupid fucking thing. And we're all playing this dumb game, man. It's so bad. Like, it's ruining society.
Yeah. Everyone just wants a gotcha. You know what I mean? Everyone's just like,
it's so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, right. So the phrase Joy Division comes from German term literally meaning pleasure division. It referred to brothels set up by the Nazis inside concentration camps where imprisoned women were forced into sexual slavery for the Nazi officers. That is fucked up.
It is fucked up.
But it's also the name of a band.
It's a band. Yeah,
which he was, the shirt he was wearing was a band shirt.
But like anything, they go, wait, it's a double entendre. He could mean the Nazi brothel unit. Why?
Let me look at your fucking wardrobe, lady. Let's see what shirts you got fucking in there. I bet you I can find and make. I can make a million fucking racist things out of all the shirts you got. You know what I'm saying? You can make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous, but that's just the type of attitude that fucking destroys civilization, man.
Yeah.
Where's the common sense? And the worst people are the idiots who read it and fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they go,
Where's your half a brain?
Yeah. Recently, actually, 2025, the Cyberspace Administration of China rolled out new rules targeting creators on platforms certain platforms like their version of TikTok, etc., with rules that say if you're an influencer talking about serious regulated topics, example, medicine, health, law, finance, or education, you must hold a formal credential.
Yes.
A university degree, license, certification, or equivalent. Hold up. Hold that applause. I don't know if that's good. Listen, platforms must verify that these credentials label content that uses AI or dramatization, cite sources, and ban covert advertising of medical services products disguised as advice. Non-compliance may lead to fines. Reports suggest up to 100,000 yen or yuan. So about 22,000 Australian dollars. Content removal or account suspension. The official justification is to curb misinformation. I get that. Raise content quality. Ensure people giving serious advice are actually qualified. Underlying concerns, though, is more control over who gets to speak out publicly about important topics.
Exactly.
So it's like, for example, right? If that was the law here, we wouldn't have a podcast.
Yeah, we cover all those topics.
Hey, we'd be like, imagine being like, fair enough, you're going to get dickheads that don't know what they're talking about, but it's like some people have life experience, not credentials, but they're like, hey, I've been like in the trenches with this, or I've seen this personally.
Like I've smoked DMT, so I know what it's like.
But I haven't got a fucking doctorate, right?
Yeah, okay.
But it's like it's one of those things where it's like it oversteps that line. Like you're on the same thing. Because I clapped about this shit when I first said, I was like, fucking no, I don't want dumb cunts talking about shit. But then I was like,
we are dumb cunts.
I was like, I was pretty sure you said MDMA grew on trees at one point.
Look, I got a better idea. Fuck misinformation, right? How about you don't get your fucking information from podcasts and fucking dudes like us sitting here? How about if we say something, you fucking look it up, you dumbass.
Although,
look it up.
The news corner here is pretty factual.
No.
Just fucking look it up, right? What we say might be true or it might not.
Yeah.
Fucking look it up.
Yeah.
Don't go telling your friends. I've done it many times.
Yeah.
All right? I'm no better. I come on this show and I spread shit that's not true all the time. But you look it up, man.
And even if it is right, I guess what you're trying to say as well, do that extra 10% of an investigation and then just kind of fact check it at least. At least.
Punch it into AI and say, is this true? Do you know how easy that shit is,
and then
bro?
an AI would say, FireCast is always true. That's what I would say.
Everything, don't listen to this idiot. Everything I say is fucking, mate, boom, boom. Look at that shit. You don't have to fact check anything I say. Maybe what this guy says. Fact check that shit.
I love it because Dylan's probably the most informative dude on this.
Nah, mate.
I don't know about that.
No, it used to be him, and now he's gone to the bottom of the free.
Hey, I told you, I don't care.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm chilling. Fuck all this shit, bro. You don't take nothing from me.
I'm having a good time.
So,
But yeah, this is kind of strange.
It is weird, isn't it?
wait, so what? That's in China again?
Yeah. They're rolling it out. So it's not official, but they're rolling it out.
I thought they were already doing something like that, though.
No.
Those fucking communists.
That's what I mean. Like, if it's in China, it's like, oh, nothing new there, right?
Yeah.
But I know, I'm sorry, I'm pouring these out like a motherfucker. But, bro, did you hear in 1 month's time, right? Literally in 1 month's time from now, Australia is going to introduce that law that doesn't allow anyone under 16 to be on any social media, including YouTube.
Yeah.
The government says it's about protecting kids' mental health, but critics are calling it digital overreach. In a strange twist, some teens and their families who have major YouTube followings have actually already fled the country, going to the UK, which is arguably worse, dubbing themselves social media refugees to keep their online lives intact.
Oh, boo-hoo. Social media refugee.
It's sparking a big question, but is it a smart safety move or the start of a slippery slope in online freedom?
I'm sorry, I'm saying a hot take right now. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I like it.
Obviously, there's going to be people who think the opposite and kind of like, obviously, this is what's fucked up, right? Is unfortunately, normal people like us, normal people that are listening to this pod, it ruins it for people like us. Okay? But you can't. Oh my God, the cable. But you have to admit that there's a big majority and percentage and number of these little fucking weirdos that are fucking, they're on the online and they're looking up gnarly weird shit and they get these ideas in their heads and then they that's why you have fucking 9-year-olds who are trying to fucking transgender into this. And then you've got fucking 15-year-olds who dye their hair blue and I fucking shoot people like Donald Trump. Like it gets weird and it gets to a weird place. And like I always say, a kid, especially a kid, their brain is a sponge. You can so easily manipulate a child's mind, bro. And unfortunately, there's shit on the internet that does just that.
But isn't it weird how in Australia you can't fuck until you're 16, and then it's like you're telling me that a 16-year-old can be warming up his meat about to beat off to porn, and they're like, "Are you 18?" And he's like, "Oh yes, I'm 18."
Yeah.
And he's beating off to something. He's sweating over his keyboard, just jerking off, but he can't go on Facebook.
I know.
It's weird.
It's a weird one.
And it's like, do you ban something where some people are misusing it? What about the people that don't misuse it?
Yes, that's the problem though. So it's a.
I would push it to like maybe 13 or 14. I know it's only 2 years off, but like, do you think it's more of a detriment that the people under 16 are out of the loop with social media, or do you think ignorance is bliss? Because I think when I stepped away from social media, I feel good, right?
Yeah.
I feel good. I don't feel like I'm fed less shit, but I'm just saying, bro, people are going to lose their shit here. That are under 16, people are going to lose their minds.
No,
imagine,
but fuck them.
Oh, no, but
fuck
imagine
these little kids,
if we're
bro.
14, if we're 14 or 15,
it'd be the worst.
it'd be the worst.
Of course, right?
We're double that. We're double that.
But I actually saw, interestingly enough, Discord's exempt from it. There's Discord, Reddit, and
Right, see, Reddit
Reddit
has to go.
Should be banned.
Reddit is fucked.
But the thing, a lot of people were worried about this, like, oh, they're gonna need digital IDs and they're gonna have to get us all online. But the way it works is, the Australian government's not doing anything to actively stop the kids. This law just is making the social media companies have to show an effort to try keep under 16s off, or else they get a fucking huge fine.
$50 million.
Yeah. So it's not going to be like, oh, we have to upload our IDs and shit. It's probably going to be some kind of, and they've already said they have ways of seeing what profiles and what age and shit. So it's like,
aren't they deactivating anyone that's under 16, the profiles?
And internationally as well, not just in Australia. When Australia first announced this, they started rolling out these kind of things overseas as well. So even in countries that don't require it, they're kind of thinking about ways to keep younger people off the platforms like more. A lot of them, the age is 13. The official age you have to supposedly
I think
be,
13.
Like,
16's a bit...
It's a bit,
I like 16, man. I think because, bro, it's going to be a weird world, man, and everything's going to be so integrated and so online. It's like kids need to be kids for a little while, man. Like, go outside and breathe the air just while you can.
I know. Ride a bike. Go down to the soccer field with your mates and kick a ball around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The world's changing, man. And it's like, I get what you're saying, and I agree that there's no right way to do it. The ideas may be good. The sentiment is maybe good. But is there really a realistic way you can implement this?
You can't really execute it.
Yeah,
You know,
how can they really like, if I'm 14 and they deactivate my account, what's stopping me from just punching in that my age is 18?
Of course. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, I see as well these new thing, DoorDash, they take a photo of their burger and you put it into Gemini. You say, make this burger look undercooked. And then you send it to the DoorDash and you get your money back. Yeah. And it's like, how do they prevent that going forward? It's the same with this thing. What if a kid, say you need to upload a face photo to show that you're fucking over 16? You could put it, how are they going to distinguish what's AI and what's not anyway? There's ways around.
I'm telling
everything.
you, the next billionaires of this earth are going to be the people who invent a product that you sell to companies for top dollar, where they can scan and go, yep, this fake burgers are AI generated, and it pops up. I'm telling you, if I was like Elon, like maybe not. If I just even had if I was rich, right? If I was like rich, I'd be doing that right now. I'd be paying people to come up with an app or a software, and then I'd be selling it to Uber, DoorDash, fucking schools. So then it's integrated into their computer systems, and it instantly pops up. Oh, this little fucker sent a fucking awesome 2,000 word essay. Wow. Scan it through the computer. AI generated. Sorry,
can they already do that?
I don't know.
I don't know if they can.
I don't know.
Maybe they couldn't.
I think that's going to happen. I think because they've already spoken about.
And it's funny because they're using AI to detect AI.
Yeah,
so
it's all AI. Everything's going to be AI.
Yeah.
And I think they've spoken about putting like a key inside anything that's AI generated, like images. And I think I don't think you're going to need an external. I think the AI companies are going to start implementing this, where it's like you'll be able to distinguish what's AI and what's not, because it's going to have to be something, man. Like, I'm seeing so many people falling for these fucking these deers running into people's backyards and jumping on trampolines and shit and fucking, you know what I mean? And people sharing it like it's real. It's like, come on, man, fucking hell.
And especially like it's always the boomers that fall for it heaps hard. Eh?
They're not going to survive. The boomers are in trouble.
What up, Australia? It's Joey K from the FireCast. We're a big supporter of health and fitness, and what matches well with that is the new Hydro Grip bottle. It's stainless steel, double walled, so it keeps your drinks cold or hot if you like that kind of stuff. 10% of sales go towards the Sydney Children's Hospital, which is a great cause. And as well as being a bottle, it obviously acts as a magnet around here, and you can glue your phone right to there and you can film all your gym content. And what also pairs well with this when you're at the gym is creatine. Creatine Lab supplement. Creatine's used for all kind of benefits, right? It's cognitive function, helps with muscle recovery, performance, and it's daily use. You know what I mean? You can use it every day, and it's well studied. And it's good for your health, man. So only positive things here at the FireCast we're trying to push. And if you ain't on the train yet, hop on it and let's go. Russia have invented a new weapon that can cause radioactive tsunamis.
Oh my gosh.
Putin has been talking about this weapon for years, apparently, but recently they've announced a successful test of that nuclear-powered super torpedo that can flood cities with radioactive tsunamis. How it works is it is launched from a submarine from very long range and explodes underwater, causing tsunamis capable of wiping out entire coastal cities.
That is crazy.
Like,
That's insane.
we are literally in a movie. But do you think, like, we're getting these news sources, right? And this is accurate in terms of this is what Putin has said. But I'm wondering how many of them are kind of bluffing or they're embellishing their weapons. Like, they're like, did you know we have a radioactive tsunami? And really, it's like a little wave. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because... And it's like, they're just big dick swinging, eh? Like, it's one country going, hey, look what we have. Look what we have.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all... But then it doesn't make sense, though, because if you're the president, you're the intelligence, they'd have double agents and shit working in it. Like, you know what I mean? It's all... Everything you see is fake, man. It's all bullshit, bro.
Unless
like,
you see a green wave come towards it.
It's all... Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Green wave. It's
Yeah, like radioactive. Like, what the fuck?
Like the wasps.
Apparently, the concept is dating back to World War II, of course. Speculative post-war studies deliberately creating large waves by massive underwater explosions. So apparently, obviously trying to create an actual tsunami needs enormous energy, usually released by large undersea earthquakes or landslides. Which is far harder to produce with conventional and tactical nuclear devices. So that would be something like you'd have to nuke the ocean, hit the Earth's fucking crust, and then that...
Yeah, like, and then you have to shift those tectonic plates on purpose, which is fucked because you're literally triggering a natural disaster.
Yeah.
And in big words, it's supposed to be natural. But this guy's like, I will make it a man-made disaster. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
Couldn't they just get a big fucking jet or something, like the biggest plane you can get, attach it to the biggest bucket you can get to the bottom of it, scoop up water, fly it over somewhere they don't like, and just dump the water.
Drench a few hundred people.
Fucking, like, that'd fucking do some damage, I reckon, wouldn't it?
Like I said, every country's trying to outdo one another, man. That's all it is.
I'm just saying, man, like, pack up, bro, because this is fucking carnival ride. It's fucking, we're on the last legs here, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I
feel like one day, like, North Korea's going to come with their biggest nuke. America's already come up with their bombs that dig holes into the ground and explode, like the bunker one.
Buster.
And then Russia's going to come with their fucking tsunami radioactive wave. It's just like, it's like the Avengers, but it's like, you know what I'm saying?
No one wins.
No one wins.
There's no good guys.
No.
Nah.
It's like they're gonna have.
It's like the Revengers.
Like, they'll have lasers in space and shit too. Like they're talking about that openly and working on it. It's like, what are we doing here, man? Like,
nah, man. I reckon no one's gonna fucking do shit. I reckon I used to think like that too when I was younger, but now I reckon humans are gonna be around for a long, long time.
Me too.
And the reason is my favorite word: money. Yeah. Politicians are so corrupt. They're all making money. This is all a facade to keep us all scared and divided and fighting online. It's all bullshit, bro. I can guarantee Putin calls Xi Jinping and goes, did you like my tsunami joke? And Xi Jinping goes, yeah, like, you know what I mean? They don't give two fucks.
It's true, because it's like the things all these people are doing and all these politicians and shit we do, if they kill each other and destroy each other, what's the point in everything they're doing? Anymore?
Exactly.
They need an earth to play on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bro, money makes the world go around, brother. I'm telling you. Money is the motivator. It's the religion. It's the answer. It's the question. It's I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Money is the reason this earth spins.
Yeah.
Governments literally print it. They print it so they can buy shit.
Yeah.
It's common fucking fact, bro. Like, they've been doing it since the 70s. It's why Richard Nixon took the US dollar off the gold standard so they could print to the tilt. And ever since then, we've been fucked, essentially.
Because it's the reason I get out of bed every morning, to be honest. Like, for work, I mean, that is.
Yeah.
Imagine if they're like, just come into work for the good vibes. I'm like,
yeah, like, you know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
Let's be honest. If none of us had to use money to pay bills, you think we'd be doing this shit every day? No one would be work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, like, it's a carefully constructed trap that's been done so well that you almost can't get angry at it. That's how genius it's
the
been
hamster
done.
wheel.
That's how genius. Did you know? I think the very first person who invented the loan was Napoleon. It was the Rockefellers to Napoleon in the French Revolution, whatever the fuck it was. I may butcher the time frames and names and that. Whoever the fuck it was, like Rockefeller or Rothschild, whatever, come up with the idea like, this guy's going around conquering all these countries. Why don't I just lend him like however many fucking 100,000 gold pieces and he's just got to pay it back with a bit of interest? That's how it all started. And that's why the Rockefellers went like just...
Rockefellers or Rothschilds?
It's one of the two. I can't remember.
I think Rockefeller, isn't he the rock star, Rockefeller?
No, Rockefeller.
Rockefeller's a family too.
Yeah, and the Rothschild. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it might be the Rothschild, where they're the ones that literally invented like the loan, the debt. They invented debt, and they were lending out money to like kings, politicians, and all that shit. And this has been a staple ever since.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Don't be scared, my boys. Like, I'm telling you, money makes this fucking juice float, bro.
That's it.
100%. Did you guys see the incident in the UK again? The stabbing incident. You didn't see that?
Yeah, another illegal immigrant was stabbed some guy walking his dog.
Well, apparently he wounded 10 people. 10 people were hospitalized. 9 are believed to have life-threatening injuries. One of the injured was a railway member who was 48 who tried to stop the assailant. He remains in critical but stable condition. It was 2 men initially arrested, a 32-year-old and a 35-year-old. The 35-year-old was released without charge. The remaining suspect is a 32-year-old British man from Petersburg, identified as Anthony Williams. So maybe he wasn't an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, he sounds like the most
non-immigrant ever.
He's been charged with 11 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of bodily harm, and possessions of a bladed weapon. And apparently there's no... authorities say they do not believe this was a terrorist attack and that the suspect acted alone.
Yeah, which is the most obvious. Not obvious, but it's like...
But why do they do that?
Because it's crazy, cunts.
Yeah.
A train is scary too because you're locked
You're
in there,
stuck.
motherfucker. You ain't getting out of there.
Yeah, next stop. Fucking Leeds.
It is crazy though, because like, it's so fucked up to think about. I try to think what I would do if I was in that situation. What I would do is, if I'm on the train, like, it's like you said, you're stuck. So apparently in this situation, people are like trying to run carriage to carriage, and this cunt's just walking down like with a fucking knife. If you could somehow like hide in the bathroom, he keeps walking. The second this guy has his back turned to me, bro, I'm going to come up behind with the gnarliest king hit ever. I wouldn't even throw a punch. I'd throw like a side knuckle.
Or you
like
drop kick him.
Bang. No, because
you need distance, right?
The only thing is, if you don't knock him out...
If you don't, you're fucked. And that's the problem, right? I wind this up, right? And like you trip and miss and you just scrape his head. And then he just turns around.
Yeah. Or you can't choke him from behind because he's just going to stab you.
No.
This.
You have to hit him, and you have to
isolate the arm first, right? Surely.
No,
I say this like I'm no fighting. Like
you either have to hit him so hard that you either knock him out,
Yeah.
or you have to hit his hand so hard that he drops the knife.
Like a karate chop, like
Yeah. I would just go for the dog shot right in the eye, or like on the button, and
or grab his cock.
Hopefully
really
you
hard.
drop him.
So.
Hopefully you drop him, and then you just fucking step on his fingers, break his fingers and shit, do all that crazy shit. But you have the first hit has to be hard.
Like, I don't know if I could, like, I don't know if I could live with myself if I was hiding in the bathroom when he walked past and he was like attacking people and I kind of like pussied out and didn't do anything. But also, it's like I understand why people in the heat of the moment don't do what they think they would do and is be the hero.
Most people freeze.
Most people freeze.
Yeah.
And I like to think, because like we're our own main characters of our story, that I am the hero. But most likely, I either lose my life or get injured, or I don't do shit. You know what I mean? But
but you're a pretty big dude. So, like I said, if you get him from behind, you could do some damage. I'm pretty small. I'd have to like jump and swing, fucking hit this cunt real hard.
I don't know, man. It's so scary because you don't know, like, especially if they're on drugs, or you don't know what place in life they come from. It's like, this guy's probably had a hard life. I've had a very cushiony life. I'm like, all right, what can I do? And this guy's just like, fucking,
he's out to hurt people.
He's had
enough of life.
And I'm like,
he's had enough.
Especially if he's on some substance, crystal meth, these guys become fucking immortals, bro. Resurrected skeleton, man. You ain't getting that motherfucker down.
And then it's like, if you kill him, that puts you in
That's
a
another
weird
problem,
you know
then,
what I'm
because then
saying?
you
Like,
kill the cunt.
And
especially in the UK, they'd be like, "Oh, you get a worse sentence than him if you fucking, you know."
Yeah.
Speaking of Europe, did you see the Louvre got fucking broken into?
Apparently they've already got caught though, didn't they?
Yeah,
apparently they're handsome, and people are trying to defend them.
It's like Luigi. It's like Luigi, the whole Luigi thing.
Fuck
These
off.
cunts are retarded.
Let me see a photo of this shit.
Apparently, the room in which they stole had no cameras in that room. And apparently one of them left a DNA sample. I don't know how his DNA was already in the system, whether he's a known criminal already.
Oh, fucking hell. They are pretty good looking dudes. Why is this guy got a black eye and shit?
Right.
Did he get in a fight with a cop or something?
Okay. Yeah. I'd smash.
What the
Man,
fuck?
it's funny they do it like it's like fucking Scooby Doo or something. These cunts rock up, they got a
It's a
scissor
crane,
lift. They're wearing high vis, they just hop in and hop out.
But it's pretty smart because, like, if you see people in a little crane and they got high vis on, you don't ask questions.
Expect it.
Unless you are working there. I've worked on buildings, like being in that industry, being in the industry where you wear high vis.
Sorry. Did you then see a photo of the detective?
No.
Oh my god! Straight out of Sherlock Holmes. That guy is. I'll tell you what that guy did. That guy for Halloween, he went to a shop and went, "Do you have anything like Sherlock Holmes?" He doesn't have.
This is like a fucking movie.
Scooby-Doo,
Like a
bro.
cartoon.
He doesn't have
That's
any.
the copper.
Yeah, he doesn't have any experience as a
No
detective.
fucking. He's got a.
He just came out the party shop, right?
Yeah.
Costume party.
He probably didn't do anything either. He went, "Sounds like a robbery."
Surprised he doesn't have a monocle.
Oh my gosh. So what? They've been arrested, eh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of them must have been a known criminal because they had their DNA in the system.
Okay.
But like,
Known to police.
like I said before, like pretty smart in term. I mean, they end up getting caught, but like to rob the Louvre in general, right? I don't think this is the first time the Louvre's been robbed either. But no, I don't think it is. I think they've done it before. Swear to God, look it up. I might be wrong, but I swear this isn't the first time.
Why would they do such a high stakes? Like, why the Louvre? Why not rob somewhere else? Like,
Gets robbed once a week.
What they steal? Like a fucking ancient medallion or something?
Was it their version of like the crown jewels or something? It was
crown jewels. So you had these Scooby-Doo ass cunts stealing the crown jewels, and they got this cunt on the case.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the seckies are like, oh, they're coming with a scissor lift again. Beep, beep, beep. What the fuck?
My
Okay,
God.
so thieves broke into the museum's Galerie des Apollons and stole 8 pieces of France's crown jewels in broad daylight. Okay. The value was estimated at about 88 million euros. Okay. What the fuck? The robbery took under 8 minutes. The thieves used a truck-mounted scissor lift to access the balcony, broke into the gallery. The stolen items remain missing, though.
They've stashed them.
They've stashed it.
They'll probably do their time.
And then you just come out.
No, but surely if it's still hidden, they just don't let him out.
You know,
if I was them, I'd be like, well, you're still fucking not cooperating. Fuck you. You're going to spend life in prison, bitch.
But technically, if you get a good lawyer, you can play so stupid. Say,
hopefully
we
that
get to the getaway driver and he's gone.
Hopefully the lawyer doesn't dress as silly as that detective.
Can you imagine a photo of the lawyer?
Right, I think
He's got the biggest briefcase in the world.
I think they got away by going through a tunnel and then barricading it up and just painting painting an entrance to a tunnel on the wall, and the cops ran straight into the wall. And then they put the jewels in a big chest, dumped them in the ocean, and drew a map with an X to remember where it is, so they can find it later.
Like current doesn't exist; it just stays there.
2 suspects were first arrested. One at Paris airport attempting to board a flight to Algeria. The other in Paris. 5 more suspects were arrested in connection with the investigation. There was a woman who was formally charged. A man charged apparently is an organized crime gang. So this is an episode of Scooby-Doo. What the fuck? Even though arrests have been made, none of the stolen jewels have been recovered. Wow,
that's pretty crazy. 88 million not accounted for.
Yeah, wow.
What do you do with that? How do you convert that jewel into 88
That's the problem. Then
dollars,
what?
you know what I'm saying?
How do you got? Well, you just hock it at a pawn shop.
Then what? A guy's gonna have an illegal jewel, like
Yeah, you come in with that, they're gonna be like it's sus.
What's going on here?
That's the thing, though. Even in organized crime, you have like offenses. So that's people who can sell stolen goods for you. How do you sell something that valuable? The first person you try to sell it to is going to go, what the fuck? And they're more than likely going to report you.
Yeah.
Unless you sell it to like some cartel boss who doesn't give 2 fucks.
Yeah.
And in his mansion in Mexico, he's got an $88 million crown. That's the only type of person you could sell it to.
Yeah.
People who don't give a fuck.
They're gonna sell it to Mojo Jojo and fucking
The Powerpuff Girls. And it's been. Can you look up if it's been robbed before? I swear it's been done before the
How many
Louvre.
times the same bit of gear too is getting robbed? How many times has the Louvre been?
Is this a conspiracy? An organized government or organized?
Try to get tourists to the Louvre now.
I don't know, man.
It's the world's most visited art museum. Has rarely been successfully robbed.
But it has.
However, over its long history since operating in 1793, there have been a few notable theft attempts.
they got a laser defense system.
You have to like do flips and
You
shit.
have to grab the jewel and replace it with something in the same weight.
Like an Xbox controller or some shit. I don't know.
Indiana Jones.
Oh, bro, wait, what the fuck? In 1911, some cunt stole the Mona Lisa out of it.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, okay.
And he got away with it for a couple of years until the painting was found.
Yeah.
Where was it found?
And
In Florence.
and her eyebrows never returned apparently because you go there now, she's got no eyebrows still.
Wow. It got robbed by Vincino Perugia, an Italian handyman who worked at the museum. He hid inside the museum the night before, and then when there was no one there, stole the painting.
What a simple way to fucking...
But back then, cameras might not have been a thing back then.
Yeah, it's
Cameras didn't
1911.
exist, no.
Wow.
Fuck, so you could literally just walk in the Louvre back in the day and just...
Yeah.
And like...
What's that?
Yeah, what's that? The security guard's like, what? And he looks for ages until you're fully out of the room.
Why's the janitor? What's that under your shirt? The fucking painting.
He's got a big portrait.
Nothing. You're just mopping the
It was
floor.
just 2 kids sitting on each other's shoulders with a brim hat and a mustache and a trench coat.
The most on your nose kind of like...
Then there was a few incidents during World War II when the Nazis actually occupied France. Apparently, a whole bunch of people were stealing shit out of there. In the 1970s to the 1990s, there was a few minor incidents of jewels being stolen, coins, decorative art pieces, which all involved museum staff or subcontractors, which is the best way, right? Because you got access to the museum. So the biggest one was the Mona Lisa one, and now the 2025 one.
Yeah.
Because the crown jewels
That's
are still
important.
missing.
That's an important thing. That's like when I went to Scotland. They have their own crown jewels. All like the UK.
What is
and-
a crown
I don't know.
jewel?
So the crown jewels.
What
literally-
is
so
that?
the one,
king's
yeah,
stuff,
the one we went in and seen. You can't have photos in there. They're real weird about it. Like I went to pull out my phone, and they're like, "Oh, excuse me, sir. Like you can't do any."
Wow.
And it was a big crown. It was a sword, and it was like a. Do you know the little staff thing with little ball
yeah.
point
Yeah,
on it?
yeah, yeah.
It was like a staff, the sword, like a big motherfucker, Jon Snow fucking sword, like huge.
Did it look like rusty at all?
No,
or like
it was
mint
like
condition?
mint, and it was like laying on like big cushions, like, and it was in glass and had fucking like security on either
How
side.
do they stop the rust?
What if it's styrofoam?
It's a foam sword. Now I don't know how they stop the rust, but like, yeah, lights shining on it. You go around and everyone's just like, ooh.
It's probably like stainless steel or something.
Yeah, well, the
It's Valerian.
sword.
Valerian steel.
Yeah, but Yeah, the Louvre, man. Get your shit together. Get some camera. How about you get some cameras in the room that has been fucking robbed?
Well, how about when someone pulls up with a fucking scissor lift, you ask them what they're
there
doing?
for, yeah.
Can I see your work permit?
Like I was saying to DZ, in my industry, like being a high-vis like worker, there's always that one nosy person that works there that goes, oh, have you done your permits for today? Yeah. And you always have to go, oh, yeah, and explain yourself. Yeah. So it's like, no one would have asked. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like...
Speaking of swords, did you see Diddy apparently, I think, got stabbed in prison or something? Stabbed in prison? Yeah, you look it up, man. I don't fucking know.
That would have been it. This guy's making up now stories and shit.
Diddy got stabbed with a dick in the ass, maybe.
Look, I don't know. You're the fucking producer, bro.
That would have been all over socials.
I saw it a fair bit. Did he got attacked
and he actually got caught with jail-made alcohol after he said he was
moonshine.
And he got told, he's told the court when he sentenced him, I've been sober for the first time in 25 years, and he got done with like moonshine in prison.
Oh my god!
So he's drinking and getting fucked in prison. There's a photo of him as well laughing with the boys in prison, and it's like, and 50 Cent goes, he looks too happy to be there. He was
fucking know. There's no verified public evidence that Sean Diddy Combs, also known as P. Diddy, was actually stabbed in prisons. However,
he was stabbed with cock.
His legal team stated that while he was held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, an inmate approached him with a makeshift knife and reportedly held it to his throat while he was sleeping. A former cellmate described the incident but said the blade to throat claim was exaggerated. The confrontation did involve a handmade knife but ended without the weapon being used.
And if I thought he was attacked.
And did he wake up, or did he was he just snoozing and then he held it to his throat and then just left? Obviously he woke up, otherwise how?
So I think some gay shit's happened in there. And
he fucked him with a knife at his throat.
He's either fucked him or the dude wanted to fuck him, and then he's come up with the knife. Maybe they've had a confrontation. Yada yada yada.
I mean, he wanted to get he asked to get sent to Fort Dix prison. That is not
Fort Dix.
Yeah, it's called Fort Dix, and he wanted to go there. Like, the guy's trolling, bro. Like, he knows his defense team is going to get him out earlier, and he goes, "Hey, let me go to Fort Dix real quick."
I personally think sending him to prison is the worst thing because he's probably having a hoot.
Yeah,
he'd be fucking. They'd all be fucking each other.
You want to talk about the black hole? That thing is gaping.
He would have walked in that first night, soap in hand, and just dropped it on purpose. Diddy's here, boys. You know what I'm saying? This cunt's having a mad time. Why would you send him there? Yeah. It's like when they sent Pablo Escobar to prison in the fucking 90s or the 80s. This cunt's fucking got prostitute, he's drinking, he's doing blow. Yeah. It's a mad prison sentence, guys. You can't send rich, famous people to prison. They can do what they want, bro. Yeah. Like, it's fucked up.
They're playing Diddy tunes like through the prison. They're all sliding around in baby oil, just like.
Apparently, Jeffrey Epstein, when he was in prison, right, it's the same thing. He was allowed out
until he got killed.
He was allowed, killed. Yeah. He was allowed out. He was fucking got eaten out and shit. And apparently, the prison guards weren't allowed to call him the prisoner. They had to call him the client. What the fuck? Like, you can't.
You can't separate them from the rest of the herd.
Yeah. It's like, where do you draw the line with these fucking?
You see 6ix9ine saying when he was in prison, it was me, Diddy, President of Honduras. And who did he say?
Have you seen the funny?
Some other guy. It's Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto guy. All four of them.
Right, he's a funny cut, bro. Have you seen? Everyone's getting him on his streams. I'm telling you, he needs to get into streaming podcasting.
I think that's his new thing.
He's a funny fucker, bro.
He's a funny cunt.
He needs more exposure to when he's just talking shit, because you see too many clips of him doing shit and people judge him for whatever he does. But it's like, you don't know someone until they do podcasts for long enough where you're like, oh, you're actually a funny cunt. Yeah. Where you can make your own decision on someone by just clickbait shit. And then you don't really know how he is. Like, I thought he was like a fuckwit, but that's because you just hear
headlines
and shit, and you're like, oh, I don't really know what he's about. You know what I mean?
He's actually fun. Have you seen the video when the cunt's streaming and the cunt's he's like, man, I got an alligator in his ranch.
Right? And it followed. Yeah,
he's like, crocodile. And the fucking crocodile actually, he's like, everything he says is the truth. Yeah. He's got a pet crocodile, like a pet alligator. Yeah.
It comes to its name.
It comes. It comes. Crocodile.
Why is it Why is that hilarious when you call the crocodile's name and it?
Bro, he's just unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
Just like funny guy.
He's just a funny fucking guy. I reckon he'd come on here if he was in the area. Probably charge us $50K, but
he comes to St. Clair of all places.
What's not funny, prison wise is have you seen this Vitali guy in the Philippines prison?
Oh, where? What do you do?
No, what happened?
Bruh, so he's like
Who's Vitali?
He's an internet prankster kind of guy, right?
Wasn't he catching pedophiles or something?
Yeah, he was doing that for a little bit too.
Or with a net, or
No, like he would lure them.
Butterfly
You know
net.
those videos where they lure the pedophiles and they make them do stupid shit or whatever. Well, he went to the Philippines and he was like stealing bikes and just being a drunk nuisance cunt. And they captured him and gave him 25 years
Fuck.
in a Philippines prison. And he's actually there now doing the time. And it's like...
wait, why did he get time for catching a predator?
No, this has nothing to do with the predators.
Oh.
He was in the Philippines just doing streams and just being a public nuisance.
Being a nuisance.
Oh, okay.
So they arrested him, gave him 25 years. They're like making an example out of him, right?
Oh.
And
he clearly doesn't deserve 25 years.
he was a big dude, like a jacked dude, and then they released a photo of him recently. Since he's been in the prison, he's skinny as fuck.
So he's definitely not hitting the gym.
the conditions are terrible in Philippines
Probably not getting
too.
food and
Like,
shit,
bro,
yeah.
it's actually kind of scary. 25 years for the just. He was just.
What was he doing?
He was
Like, when you
doing
say
bad
being a
shit. Like I
nuisance-
think he slapped someone, and then he's stealing bikes and doing stupid shit, like annoying shit you shouldn't be doing. But
Not
then, like,
25 years worth.
especially in those prisons, bro. But like, it's just wild because I think the Philippines people have done this to Japan, right? Where foreign streamers go, and Japan's a very conservative, quiet country. These American influencers go over there and they're making a noise and a ruckus and they're doing stupid shit. And right, it's a bad look.
Yeah.
So I think the Philippines was a bit scared of that happening there as well with this cunt. Like, people starting to do that. So they took this gun and they're like, fuck, you come around and fuck around, this is what happens. And he's doing the time now, man. Like, he's not getting out of it. Like, he's stuck there. 25 fucking years this cunt got.
Well, I mean, the local authorities say that the pranks included filming without permission, taunting guards, attempting to steal a cop's gun, stealing a guard's driving tricycle.
Yeah, he was doing bad shit.
He was declared an undesirable alien by the Philippine immigration authorities.
Desirable alien.
And was stated he would not be deported until his criminal activities were resolved.
That's something Tori would say if I annoy her too much. Like, you're being an undesirable alien right now.
Wow. Well, you do the crime,
That's intense, though.
you do the time, my friends. Well, I think most of us know that in those countries,
You don't
You
fuck
don't fuck
around.
around.
you get caught with
Yeah.
a stick of weed, you're doing 5
Yeah.
years prison.
Yeah.
So don't test them. Don't
Yeah.
push their buttons.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
Like, I know he doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't
but at the
deserve
same time,
it,
if you
but-
go around slapping people in their own country,
Yeah.
it's like, you're a bit of a fuckwit. But you don't deserve, no one deserves that. But at the same time, man, he'll know next time he goes to a foreign country.
not to fuck around.
He'll be 45 when he figures it out.
It's
But
gonna be fucking. That's crazy.
Man.
Bro. That's so scary. Imagine doing time in a
So they don't-
Filipino prison.
yeah. And do you reckon their prisoners are small? Like, there's not many big Filipino prisoners, right?
No, but they're like shivvy.
Bad
and shit.
cunts,
They're
yeah.
like bad cunts.
Yeah.
And they get in gangs and shit. And there's
So a
like
lot of
hundreds
heroin.
of them.
Yeah.
Well, there's like that show, like The Worst Prisons in the World. Do you remember that show? The guy would go around and
Yeah.
stay in like worst prisons in the world. That shit's like fucking very in your face.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that is scripted and how much of that is real, but
That's real.
I'm
it's
pretty-
real.
That one's real.
Yeah?
With
And
the
I'm pretty
Raphael
sure,
Road,
in those prisons too, there's not like America where you only got like you and a bunk buddy. They cram like 50 dudes in
Yeah.
one cell and shit. Everyone's
Yeah.
shitting and pissing on each other.
Yeah,
That'd
nice.
be
Yeah.
fucked.
yeah.
That's a nightmare scenario. But we would never do something like that.
No.
Like, so-
Yes. Yeah. I would-
He's like, yes, we would.
not in fucking the Philippines.
Yeah.
Maybe
Even in-
America.
when I went to Bali, like I would never even think like, yeah, I like my weed, but I never even thought about. Yeah, you have
Even
a few drinks. You have a few
attempting,
drinks, but it's like, why?
Yeah.
We went to Gili Tea and had mushrooms because that's the only island that provides mushrooms and they allow it.
Yeah.
But unless it's not accepted, you just stay in your lane.
Yeah, don't
Follow
do
the
it, yeah.
rules,
Don't-
whatever.
It's not
Don't
worth
fuck
it.
around.
It's not worth it. Give us another one, Joey.
All right. Well, this is kind of dark, but from Western Germany, a 44-year-old palliative care nurse at a hospital in Würselen was sentenced to life in prison after being found guilty of murdering 10 patients and trying to kill 27 others, all between December 2023 and May 2024. So only like 6 months or something. He just got convicted though, so that's why I'm bringing this up. What makes it chilling is the motive wasn't mercy or ideology. Prosecutors found he injected mostly elderly, vulnerable patients with overdoses of sedatives and painkillers, including morphine, to ease his night shift workload.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No way.
Investigator says he showed irritation and a complete lack of empathy towards patients needing more care, effectively treating himself as a master of life and death. Now, it's debated there is some debate on like whether he in fact intended to kill them or if he accidentally gave them an overdose when trying to get the patients unconscious.
Well, but you can't do that 25 fucking times.
But either way, it resulted in
Jesus.
10 patients' deaths. So at some point, it doesn't even matter, right? But what's worse is this all took place over the course of 6 months. Like, imagine what he could have done in like a year or 2 or 3. So imagine like, bro, you're dealing with people's lives, and he's like, you're not making burgers at Macca's, and you're like, he said no pickles. I'm just going to add pickles anyway because whatever. It's like, bro, how much do you hate your job? You know what I mean? Like,
Do something else.
that's crazy, bro.
And the scary thing is that's a doctor.
Yeah.
That's the guy you're trusting with your health.
Well, is a
your-
palliative care nurse a doctor?
No, it's a nurse.
Wait, what's
It's a nurse.
Oh, nurse.
Palliative care.
Someone who takes care
nurse.
of the
They take
older
care.
people.
But
So
still,
you're trusting him with your grandma,
Elderly.
your
Yeah, bro.
mother, your father. You know what I'm. Come
Yeah.
on, bro. That is so fucked up.
yeah. Like, it's kind of
Well-
like,
palliative care is they're dying, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're dying, but it's like,
You can't kill them. It's fucking hell.
but like, he literally did it because he wanted an easier shift.
Yeah, that's insane.
He wanted his shift. That's like not the equivalent, but it's like, in lesser terms, obviously, it's like someone that wants to play Snake on their phone. Who plays Snake anymore? But like, I don't know, Candy Crush, instead of just like doing the job. But it's like the worst case because you're dealing with people's lives. You know what I mean?
It's like a pilot wanting to fucking sleep or something on the job.
Yeah, autopilot, knowing that autopilot is not working.
Oh my gosh, that's actually so fucked
That's
up.
a
Kind of dark, right? There was actually a serial killer in Germany that did a similar thing, but he got away with way more. Why is it, and this isn't being racist, but why is it when a German guy does something, I think Hitler fucked it for everyone in Germany in terms of like, when I think an evil German dude, I'm like, he got it from Hitler.
Dr. Franz Hitler.
And he wasn't even born in Germany either. He was an Austrian.
He was Austrian.
Yeah, and he fucked it up for Germany.
That's
Oh, wow.
what's fucked up.
That's what's
mate.
fucked up. I didn't even know
That's
that.
even worse.
I didn't even know that.
That is so.
Yeah, he's Austrian. Yeah. Well, I think he lived all his life in Germany.
Do you know, I had a friend, I'm not going to name who he was, but we were drunk at this party recently, and he tried to tell me that like Hitler wasn't such a bad dude, and how like,
What?
well, not in those
Was he
words,
trolling
not in
or-
those words, but he was saying that like, you know, like people are a product of their environment, right? And
Oh
like,
my gosh.
and I was, as soon as he said, when he was saying this to me, I go, wait, hold up. I was about to name drop, but I won't. But he's like, I'm like, are you trying to tell me that
Yeah.
Hitler's an alright guy? He goes, no. But like, I'm not saying what he did was right, but I'm just saying like, from the time the time he grew up, it's like he was just thinking like, I forget what he was saying because I kind of tuned out. Do you know when someone's saying something so absurd?
Stupid,
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
But I'm like a yes man where if I don't agree, sometimes I'll just be like, I kind of get what you're saying, even if I'm like, I did say, he was kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
First of all, without even the atrocities aside, if you come at me with that mustache, I'm not trusting you from the jump. Anyway,
Well, this is my last one. Did you guys see we have discovered an ultra rare white Iberian lynx?
Yeah, I saw
Look at this
that.
fucking thing.
that looks like
AI.
it looks like a machine.
It looks like an alien from Mars.
Wasn't it? I seen a video of this.
Animatronic.
It was kind of moving robotically, wasn't it?
Yeah. Right now, this is what's trippy about this. Right, let me just quickly punch in how rare this thing
And where
is.
do they hail from?
How
Because
rare?
that was in Portugal, right?
I think so. The albino lynx. Is there?
And did they name the spray after it?
Links.
The deodorant spray.
Okay. Albino lynxes are extremely rare and there's very little documented information on them. But here's what we know. Obviously, albino is like a condition in the fur and that in the skin. Out of all the 4 lynx species, you got the Eurasian lynx, the Canadian lynx, the Iberian lynx, and the bobcat. Only one confirmed case of a true albino has ever been documented.
Fuck.
And that single case was in 2020, right? Which is an albino Eurasian lynx. Not in 2020. Albino Eurasian lynx found in June 2018 in Norway. Right now they found the second one. Right.
A lynx is already a rare as fuck animal
Yeah.
in the first place.
Yeah. Why it's so rare? Both parents obviously must carry the gene disease. The
albino gene.
The albino gene. Small breeding populations as well. So the lynx population are often fragmented, further reducing the odds of two carriers of the gene.
Oh, so they're spread out all over the world.
Yeah. And that's
and
literally
are they
all they've
usually
got.
aggressive? I never think about them because they're so rare. Like I've never thought about a lynx until now.
Bobcats are pretty aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Has there been bobcat attacks?
Is that what they are? A bobcat?
A bobcat's a type of lynx.
I think in America they call it the bobcat. I think it's the American one. They've got the bobcat.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Which sounds so fucking dry instead of a lynx. I'd rather the lynx.
Yeah, lynx is way cooler.
Bobcat sounds lame.
Bobcats do attack humans.
Southern version.
It's a bobcat.
I'm gonna eat your ass.
They do attack humans, though it is rare, and it's usually linked to like rabies. The bobcat having rabies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bobcat widespread through North America, southern Canada, and northern Mexico. There's about 2 to 3 million individuals in the wild. They're naturally shy, solitary, and nocturnal. They avoid humans.
Oh,
so attacks are rare, but it has happened.
Yeah.
It has happened.
They're cool, man. They're fucking cool animal.
And like, you don't want anyone to know their exact location. Like, if someone's like, "I seen a lynx at this spot," you know that like the society we live in, they'll just come with their cameras and shit, and like people will try and hunt that motherfucker. You know what I mean? If I seen one, I'd be like, "I seen it around these parts," but I'm not going to tell them.
It's like the Penrith Panther. Where is this fucking thing?
The big ass feral cat.
Yeah. They just zoomed in to make it like look bigger.
Yes.
If you do encounter a bobcat, everyone here in Australia, don't run. Stay calm and back away slowly, and seek medical care if immediately bitten or scratched.
Or offer it a fucking meat pie,
Yeah.
you dog.
Yeah.
Did you see this Mr. Beast fucking theme park in Saudi Arabia?
Oh my god.
Everyone's blowing up like the comedians that went to Saudi. Everyone's saying, you know, if you link up with them, you're basically taking blood money.
Man. Saudi Arabia looks fucking lit, bro. They're doing everything, bro. They're going crazy over there, bro.
And it's crazy because Americans and like other people as well, but America is all like, "Oh, you're feeding in blood money." It's like the Western world isn't the best either. Like it's like no money is like no country is clean.
No,
right? And it's not saying you're not kind of getting in bed with the devil but like you understand the paycheck, right? Like imagine Saudi Arabia goes, "Man, we want to, we want to produce your music. Our people listen to your music a lot. We want to give you a record deal, blah, blah, blah." And it's whatever million. You saying that you're turning it down?
I'm going to say no and go back to my job at fucking $20 an hour.
And think about that mistake of you not taking that leap.
These dumbasses online, it's easy to hate when you're not invited to the party in the first place.
And that's the reason they're hating, right?
Exactly. It's like, bro, Saudi Arabia is just as crooked as any other country in the world, any other government. The US has done horrific things. They dropped a fucking bomb on the whole fucking Japanese population. At least Saudi Arabia is making cool shit with that. What's the US doing? Nothing. All right. I want to go to Saudi Arabia. I want to see fucking flying monkeys. I want to see fucking robo taxis, a line. I want to fucking see this shit. Underwater fucking elevators. Man, that shit looks fucking awesome, bro.
Flying monkeys.
Come on, man.
I feel like people just say that because I guess they are way more radical in terms of their laws. They're so in your face, like, you know.
Because I don't give a fuck. They're bad motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They got beards coming down to their knees and shit. They don't fucking care what you think, man. They're fucking bad motherfuckers. Bro, have you seen the theme park? Yeah. It looks fucking awesome, bro.
Mr. Beast.
They got fucking $2 billion to pump into this fucking thing.
How random, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Well, he's making his own. He wants to make his own bank as well. There's talks of that. There's talks. I'm not saying
his bank.
But
what?
Yeah, he wants to make his own bank where his own kind of like credit card, like a little card that you use.
Oh my god!
I don't know.
Beast
Like I
coin,
said, Like I said, it's literally in the talks. It's not like, but like, bro, he's doing everything, isn't he?
Well,
at what point? What drives people to keep reaching for more? Is it a self-vanity thing? Like, is it like at some point do you become so in love with yourself that you're like I'm not trying to hate on Mr. Beast, but I'm saying, when is it enough for you? Like, you're content with life now, right? And we haven't blown up, right? We haven't done that, but it's like we're content, right? What makes people like that tick? Is it that ambition that's so, which I commend. I'm not bagging him out. That's mad ambition he has. But at what point is it enough? Or is it really never enough? You know,
it's never enough.
Like old people go,
never
you think
enough.
you're going to retire when you got this much money, but you're never going to do this because you're always wanting more and blah, blah, blah. At what point are you like, bro, just live your life? But then it's kind of fun for him at this point, isn't it?
Exactly. Maybe it's just his life.
Yeah.
It's what he does. He's become accustomed to that lifestyle,
Yeah.
and now he can't stop. He doesn't even live lavishly, I don't think. I think he used to say that he spends all his money back into reinvesting into what he does. He just had a modest house and shit.
Yeah.
But like
He looks more attractive. He's grown a bit of facial hair, and something about money, right? You can either go one or two ways. You can become that vain where you think about your looks that much where you fuck yourself up. Like, have you seen Bradley Cooper's new face?
Oh, yeah.
He's got plastic surgery and the guy looks like a fucking clone of himself, right? Because he's like, he wants to look fucking 10 years younger.
He looks like a wax figure.
But then you got Mr. Beast who, so you got Bradley Cooper, that end of the spectrum, or you got Mr. Beast now who isn't really a conventionally attractive dude. Like when he first burst on the scene, no facial hair at all, looks like a bit of a dweeb. And now you can tell it's like, oh, he rich. Like, there's those people that start to get money and you're like, oh, you got that swag about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know you're doing well.
Yeah. Yep. And that's, again,
Just always reaching for more, though.
money.
Yeah.
it's never
Money,
enough.
it's the best. It makes you better looking.
Yeah.
Makes you smell better.
Makes you glow.
It makes you glow.
Yeah.
You're just happy.
Yeah.
And then people try to say, money won't buy you happiness. I hate cunts that say that. Bro.
I do.
Oh
I
my
do.
God.
I do understand that,
No,
but I don't.
hate it. I hate it.
But you got to be really unhappy. Like, if you are rich and unhappy, it's like, oh, wow, that's a deep-seated issue. I feel like if we got money, if one of us...
Bro, we'd be fucking jet
laughing.
skiing, flying monkeys.
Yeah,
I'd be building the line in the backyard.
He's got to be Saudi Arabia just fucking riding a dragon.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bro?
Riding a
Fuck.
dragon.
Yeah.
But that's why people like us don't get money. Because we're doing cool shit with
Yeah.
it. You get these fucking random-ass dudes.
We make up with it through dick size and just personality.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Unbelievable.
What else you got, mate?
I got one more, man. In northern
us one more.
in northern Japan, authorities are deploying troops to help deal with a surge of bear attacks. In the mountainous region of Akita and neighboring areas, more than 100 people have been injured
Oh, really?
and at least 12 killed since April 2025 in
Oh.
encounters with wild bears.
So, because we've brought this up before.
Yeah, the bear squad.
Oh,
But not...
with Japan?
Yeah, but not with the deaths.
Okay.
We didn't report the deaths because that's only recent because
So-
it's 2025.
Yeah, so recently,
Wow.
the trucks and jeeps have been deployed with soldiers from Japan. The self-defense forces were dispatched to the town of Kazuno to help set traps, carry equipment, and assist local hunters. Why now? It's a spike in bear sightings, food shortages in the wild thanks to climate change and fewer natural foraging options, plus a shortage of hunters in aging rural communities. Bears have started turning up at supermarkets, train stations, and even hot spring resorts. So what the troops are not doing, right?
Ramen and shit.
The troops are helping to transport gear and set traps, but they're not carrying firearms to kill bears. That job is left to trained hunters. Like, they've even got drones that bark like dogs, and they set off fireworks to try and set them off.
see, I like that,
So they're
man.
not
Yeah.
just gunning down these bears, but they're just trying to deploy troops to help evade, like,
Just
push
help,
them
yeah.
away.
I like
Because
that,
these
man.
guns are rocking up at supermarkets. People are pushing trolleys,
Into
and
the bear,
bears
yeah.
are literally just walking up to them, like, you know
See,
what I
I
mean?
like that because if that was America, they'd be like, where are they? Like,
Oh,
they'd
yeah,
be fucking
yeah.
shooting everything.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even stop at the bears. They start shooting the squirrels, raccoons, and fucking rats,
Yeah.
and fucking dogs,
They're
cats.
fucking-
Like fucking.
And then make 3 movies about it as well.
Yeah.
When bears attack, 1. When bears attack, 2.
So in addition to the fatalities, there have been a large number of non-fatal injuries. For example, between April and September this year, there were 99 bodily harm incidents involving 108 people with bears.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the daily impact is being disrupted. Like, schools are closing. Residents are advised to avoid forests after dark, which who the fuck is going after dark? And local events are being cancelled as a precaution. So, you know,
Wow.
you might get a local Japanese singer at a karaoke bar that's kind of not rocking up to his fucking shindig.
Wow.
Pretty strange, though, like just seeing bears. I mean, it's kind of like in
I don't think they
Alaska or Canada, they have bears roaming around, don't they?
But you know what's so interesting about that, right? Is that for one, until we brought it up last time, I didn't realize there was bears in Japan, right? But there's bears there, right? Black bears. Japan's an island. So how did the bears get there?
Well,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like Australia, right? What do we have here?
And everything.
There's nothing really like roos. Not
yeah.
dangerous. But
Oh,
how
yeah.
the fuck? When did the roo migrate here? Was that brought over by a European settler? Was it when we were Gondwana land and then we split? And
Have they
leave?
always just been like fucking natives?
That's why I think Australia has so many unique animals, is because we're so isolated. So they've just evolved here, and they had nowhere else to go. So,
And flights are expensive.
but cane toads were introduced here.
Yeah,
and then they went crazy.
to eat that fucking the shit that eat the insect that was eating all the
crops. The
and apparently they were
locusts,
feeding them dead ones, but they didn't realize that they don't like eating live ones, so they didn't even work.
And yeah, now we got a cane
Stupid.
toad problem. But it's like probably the same with Japan. A bear was probably introduced there or something.
No. Japan bears are native. They weren't brought there by people. They reached the islands naturally during past glacial periods when Japan was connected to the Asian
so they've been there.
mainland.
They've been there for fucking
Yeah.
So
ages.
they're OGs. So the
Okay.
Japanese, is it the Japanese black bear? It is, eh?
Yeah.
And now they're just like, you know what? This supermarket I've been staring at from a distance. I'm just going to go into aisle 3 and get myself some honey or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the Japanese, and they look like a raggedy
They have
ass
the-
motherfucker.
they have their
His
own-
mullets hanging out. And
oh
shit.
yeah, they have their own Woody the Pool.
That's
So, hot pool. All right,
all right.
it's enough of that.
Winnie the Black. Wearing a do-rag and shit.
Well, while we're recording, we got one more question from Megalodon, who says, "Best versus worst places you've been to and why?"
Wait, best
and worst places you've been to and why?
Best, definitely top of my list is probably Mexico. That shit, phew, that like holiday for me flies under the radar. That was such a vibe. I had so much fun because I can speak Spanish, bro. I was getting treated like a king.
That would have been fun.
Like a king, bro.
Yeah.
I'm walking in, they're thinking, fuck, look at these fucking gringos, these white motherfuckers. And I'd go, hey, get that, man, come on, start. Then I'd go, oh, and then it'd be hugging me, kissing me. It was fucking awesome, man. It was unreal.
That must feel mad because when I go to countries, I try and learn the basics and I nail it, right? But then it kind of stops there.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine, and I feel mad even saying that.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine what it's like to go to your, like, it's not,
Right.
not the motherland, but they speak your native
Yeah.
tongue in maybe different dialect, but they know what you're saying.
Yeah.
That must feel mad to hold a conversation.
Bro, it was so fun. So I reckon that might fly
best.
under the radar as the best place I've been to.
Yeah.
I don't talk about that holiday enough, man. That shit was so sweet. And some crazy shit happened on that holiday, bro. Bro, that holiday, me and the crew got that drunk. We were swimming at the beach, and the security guard, and this is at like fucking 1 a.m. Right? We're drunk as fuck, man. Security guard come down at the beach, and he's screaming something in Spanish. I'm like, oh fuck, whatever. So I then, hop out. There's a photo of me passed out on the sand and shit, right? We got that buckled. I go up to the security guard. I'm like, hey, like in Spanish, obviously. My bro, like, what's going on? He goes, don't swim in here, man. There's fucking gators in here. I went, is he fucking with us? Bro, surely enough, the next day there were signs all along the beach saying no swimming,
Oh
crocodiles.
my God. So you would have been those drunk victims.
We
that
were swimming in that shit, bro. And the next day we all went, well, that was pretty stupid. I was like, fuck.
How long were you there for? Not long, eh?
Unfortunately, we were only there for like 3 nights. I wish we did a week. But I'm pretty sure it might have been 4 nights, but I think it might have even been 3. It was the end of our first Vegas trip. That was just like a stopover on the way home type shit. And we ended up having so much fun. I was like, why the fuck did we not come here first?
Yeah.
But would like to go back. I don't know. Pretty dangerous, but I had a great time. It was fucking awesome.
Just the other day at Abuela's, our cousin Carolina was saying that Mexico was fucking hectic too.
Yeah.
Because she went as well.
Yeah, it's unreal. Worst place. America, I think when I went to Denver, if I remember correctly, that was a random ass shithole.
Yeah, what's in Denver?
There was I don't know what.
Colorado.
I don't know why we went. We only went there because someone in the group. Because
Weed, apparently.
the trip was everyone in the group picked one place they really wanted to go to. I can't remember who the fuck it was. Someone for some reason said Denver. I don't know if they were trolling or whatever. We went there and it was so scary we didn't leave the Airbnb for 3 nights.
Wow.
Because we were literally in the hood.
Was that where you went to the petrol station and there was some...
Yeah, there was a guy asking Brad for he was asking us for money and shit, and Brad bought him beers, and we're like, bro, don't do that because they'll follow us back to the
like
Airbnb.
seagulls with a chip?
Yeah, it was fuck. And we literally, that part of the trip was so pointless, we did not leave the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Like, we were scared. Like, these cunts got guns and shit. Like, it was fucked. It was
Crazy.
so bad. So that was probably the worst place I've been to.
What about you?
The best place probably Greek islands for me. More specifically, maybe Mykonos. Either that or Santorini. I've been there like fucking 3 times, man. You think I'm fucking Greek, but
You look Greek.
but worse, the worst place, man. I know it sounds like but like I don't know if I've even had. I can't say worst as in that was shit, but in terms of the least favorite was probably. Maybe I would say.
Where was somewhere that didn't live up to the hype? Where you were like,
Okay, I think Gili T, which is an island in Bali where we did mushrooms. I had a mad trip on the mushrooms, but it was like we got followed down this alleyway by this guy who tried to scare my mate while he was tripping on shrooms, and it didn't work. And he was
It's
talking
like the worst scenario.
Oh, and he was talking with his mates, but then you can clearly see he was talking about us. And then when I walked away, he started walking near us, and he was being all sus, and I was tripping.
God.
So I was like, "Oh, what do I have to do? Do I have to fucking fight this guy? I'm tripping on my balls." But it was like one of those things where you know, there was no cars. There was just donkeys carting people around. There was literally no cars. So and no one told me about this. So I was like, oh. It was the shrooms that made it good, but then the next day we're like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, let's
You
get
know
the
what I
fuck
mean?
out of here.
So it's
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those things where it's a tourist trap. You're like, go here, there's shrooms, but it's like that's where it ends.
You get in a fight with this guy, you have to run away, you jump on a donkey, and you jump on his donkey, you're in a donkey
like,
chase.
Donkeys just walking in circles and shit. Like,
You get on a donkey that has flames like painted on the side, like
On the fur.
Hot Wheels.
I haven't been many places at all, honestly. So I don't really have too much of an opinion. I've only been Fiji, America, Uruguay.
And out of those places,
for a lot
out of
them.
the
I was
you
young
were
for
young.
most of them. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Cairns and fucking Melbourne now and shit. Melbourne was fucking surprisingly very fun.
Yeah.
I don't really know the best place, man. I can't. I haven't been in enough places to say honestly. I'd like to travel more, but you know.
I mean, the good thing about you, like you're young, like you and Rose are young. Dove is how old's Dove now?
4 better be.
4. So whether you travel with Dove or you go for trips without Dove eventually, and you go, hey, palm them off to your, you know,
When she's
your
20,
parents.
we'll be in our 40s, man.
That's what I mean. So I feel like there is something to that where you can have that, like even with Dove. But I'm just saying, the world's your oyster, bro. You just need to fucking go. You just need. I'll tell you the trick is though, too many people are hesitant to go because they're like, oh, money. I'll tell you what it is. You need to book it even a year and a half out. The flight, book it.
Yes.
And then you know you're going.
Yeah, then
And
you're locked
And then
in.
you're like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I have to save for this.
Yeah,
Because if
100%.
you don't, you're always going to go, oh, flights, too expensive. It's like, just book it.
I said that to Rose literally today or yesterday. It was today. I was driving for work and I just had an idea. I was listening to a podcast about Japan and I had a spontaneous idea. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, I feel like I can see you in
Let's
Japan,
go.
bro.
I want to. That's my number one place at the moment. I want to go to Osaka, and I only really want to go to Osaka. But fuck it, you got to go Tokyo as well. So Tokyo a week, Osaka a week, Tokyo.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Try and
Rose,
go-
let's do it. Fuck it, next year we're gonna book it now.
Try and go in cherry blossom season. I know Rose would appreciate
yeah,
that
that's cool,
in
yeah.
terms. I know.
You got to be careful, but apparently the tourist is like it's so packed during.
Oh, really?
So me and Chloe are going next year towards the end of cherry blossoms to try to avoid
fair.
the thing a little bit.
I guess when you weigh it up, you'd rather not go when it's like can of sardines,
Yeah.
rather than just see the cherry
Honestly,
blossoms.
when I travel and when I think about traveling, especially to Japan, I don't want to do the tourist shit nearly as much or at all as much as I just want to go
Authentic.
eat at the restaurants,
Yeah.
see the neon lights everywhere,
Yeah.
and just go through the cities. That's why I want to
True.
go. Osaka's so cool. Like I just want to go down alleys and go into a random club and a random bar and find a restaurant. Like that's the shit I like to do. I like to eat at restaurants.
Actually,
that's my
no,
favorite. That's my favorite
No,
thing.
you are-
connoisseur, this
you know what?
It's my favorite thing to do.
For someone who hasn't traveled as much as they'd like, you are onto something because from my experience in traveling, it's not always about what you hear about online and the TikTok fucking reels you're saying. It's the one where you want to see authentic shit. You eat where the Japanese people are eating. You fucking go, like, don't always stay in the heart of it. If you stay just outside of the tourist place.
Close enough, but
Close
also,
enough, but not in the, you know.
Yeah, fucking earth, man.
Yeah. I can't, bro. On my TikTok, I've been following this dude who like lives in Japan, and every night he goes to a random as restaurant, not like a touristy one, just a random one. Bro, half of them don't speak English and shit, but he knows the basics. He can walk in and say, hello, how are you? Table for one, please, thank you. Right? And the food, bro. Oh, I can't wait, bro.
Yeah.
The food looks
so
incredible.
good.
Bro, and the chefs, half the time at these restaurants, they cook it in front of you.
Yeah.
It's fully fresh. And they're talking to you, and I can't understand a word they're fucking saying, but they're talking to you and they're cooking it in front of you, and the guy then rates the food at the end, and they give you the bow when you leave and shit. I'm like, bro, I can't wait for that
It's the
shit.
best, man. It's the best. And you don't have to worry about nothing, man. Like, except cults. Cults are pretty bad over there. Apparently, people try, especially tourists, they try to lure you into these cults. But other than that,
Japanese cult.
yeah. Like, it's a big thing. Like, I've been listening to a podcast called Abroad in Japan. I've followed this dude for ages, but he's a UK guy who's been living in Japan. He's been doing YouTube since like fucking 2000 fucking whatever. And I've watched him for ages. But he lives there in Japan now, speaks fluently, everything. His whole life's there. But he does a podcast with him and his mate. They just talk about Japan and shit every week. It's like a 30-minute, 40-minute show. And they always talk about these cults. It's like a thing where they try lure foreigners into these cults. They're not aggressive or like they're not going to harm you, but they try to lure you in and show you to their house and they show you their statue and they just try to reel you into a cult, basically.
Yeah.
It's like you have to really talk your way out of it.
Yeah. I mean, if you find yourself falling for a cult, you probably deserve to be in that cult.
Exactly. But that's why they prey on foreigners, you know. But
so you don't understand what they're saying and you're just like, yeah, okay.
But you're going to be safe, though. So, like, you can walk around Japan at fucking 2 a.m. and shit, and you don't have to worry about being fucking stabbed or something. You know?
About some fucking crackhead walking through Adelaide Rundle Mall, fucking trying to fucking swing his arms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well then, my boys.
Let's fucking
We
go,
did
man.
it.
It's good
We
to
are
be back,
back.
bro. It's good to be back.
Woo! Hands in.
Wait, ready? FireCast on 3. 1, 2, 3.
FireCast. Hey.
That was the gayest shit I've ever done. And we love you guys. We fucking thank you for listening. Let's go, baby. Episode what? What's this?
183, I'm pretty sure.
183, man.
183. And fucking the train keeps rolling.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Let's go.